Don't know about on time, 78 RPM, but you should know by now. If you don't know by now, you never knew. And you know it, don't forget it, all boxed up. This is relatively on time, I hope we can all agree. You know what time it is? Because we're never not on time, never not in time, on time. Because we've always got the badger on time. Because this crisp badger is always on time. It used to be an old house trap from back in the day, which I've no doubt nobody will know, and it's an opportunity for me to say that I know it, and you know it, you should know it, but you don't know it, and I do know it. But it was called Right on Time, and it was by Spencer and Hill, and I can pretty much guarantee nobody knows that. So this is a scenario where I know something that nobody knows on the channel. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I get plenty of, for some reason, some of my beers are cold and some of them are warm. So I'm going to drink the warm one first. But it's an opportunity for me to know something that you guys necessarily don't know. So that when you guys never watched a film, it doesn't know any music, it doesn't know it. Well, I do, but only the ones that I do know are the ones that I have seen. Which is, you know, not Quizmaster stuff, but it's a reality of life. Yes, Andrew Thompson can confirm it is fucking hotter than hot. I've got, to be honest, I've been pottering around the house without a t-shirt on, like, because it's so damn warm, isn't it? I'm really conscious that my bottom lip looks extremely shiny, but it's because the sun is still beaming in, and we don't have a front-facing light, do we, other than the sun? So we're working on pure UV here, pure UV, but nobody do it how we does it. It's so hot. I don't want to complain about it just on the basis that I complain when it's cold, I complain when it's hot. I don't want to be that guy, but this is perhaps a pinch too far into humidity, isn't it? I'm up for a little bit of warmth, but it's just so humid. It's not even funny, is it? Yes, Yorkshire Peacocks, what's good, big man? Roger Slicker, I'll be there for a City of Leeds fannies. This heat can be unbearable. I'm not too sure what the start of that means, Roger Slicker, but this heat can certainly be unbearable. And I've not got the opportunity to get any sort of aircon unit or anything, any sort of I don't know whether a dehumidifier would work. I presume it will, because I've just said how humid it is out and about or inside. I think it's actually better outside. I've been watering my garden. That's been on the list today, so you know it. If you don't know by now, you never knew about my garden. We're getting it sorted. Hello, Jack. Yes, all boxed up. Leeds, and you know it, and don't you forget it. Appreciate you all boxed up. Yes, MVG in the building. Big man, good to see you. Welcome back. All boxed up, getting the love. Cletus, good day, my G's. Is it me, or is there a concerted effort to get African teams through to the next round? I'm not too sure about that, Cletus. I think everybody with one decent player should be getting through in the World Cup. That's the only thing I would say about it. There doesn't appear to be much jeopardy in the group games. I've enjoyed the fact that a few of the shit teams have done well and stuff, and they do sort of worth the way of getting through. But like, I'm surprised Scotland didn't do enough to get through, and I know they're not decent. They've had a poor. I'm glad they've gone out just on the basis that Jim White were doing my head in the other day, and it makes me feel ill. Jim White makes me feel as ill as he looks. So, and he's been like on one this week, so I was kind of happy that they got thumped by Brazil. But yeah, there's going to be some upsets, I think, in the first knockout stage. So it's everybody's going to be a little bit crazy about the Leeds game, aren't they? The England game other day, which I'm happy to talk about a little bit later on if we're up for it. Yes, Bretty boy, evening crew, Jackie boy, Sunderland affection coming out, choosing Big Isidor's goal as goal of the tournament. Undoubtedly is thus far, Brett, and I've just messaged you saying we won't be seeing a better goal. I'm happy to confirm that Isidore goal is the goal of the tournament already. I always think the goal of the tournament tends to come in the group matches just because there's so many games, so many players taking on long shots, truth be told. I think with the worst countries, the countries where the better players, there's only one or two players that can sort of strike it from edge of box, not creating much. I think they think, let's have a go. There's a lot of long-range strikes, isn't there? Scotland were at it a little bit other night, just shooting from pretty much everywhere. Haiti, obviously, that's where Isidore's goal gets banged in top corner. But it's just the actual strike itself, touch, and then bang. I love the straight strikes. There's no bend on that whatsoever. It's just a rocket, just a rifle. Like, doesn't matter who's in net. Doesn't even really matter where that goes. As long as that's not straight down goalkeeper's neck, it's destined for top bins, isn't it? All the time. It's a mad thing. He'll have known the second it left his foot, won't he? That is for sure. What do people think of the World Cup kickoff times turning shit? I don't really care, Brett, to be fair. But the only thing that does confuse me is it says tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So there's a game that I think in my head's tonight at 12. But it says tomorrow at 12 because it's not. So it's like, the only thing that does annoy me is it sort of throws me off the tomorrow today thing. Because that to me is still today. I'm aware in actuality it's tomorrow. But that seems like tomorrow night. So it discombobulates me in that sense. I'd rather they just put midnight, noon, midnight. No, you don't need to do noon. Noon's 12, but just put midnight and then, Friday night, midnight. Although that might, do you know what I mean? I don't know how to do it other than how they do it actually, but it just throws me off. So there you go. Yes, Yorkshire Peacocks, what's good, big man? How do all boxed up? How we going? Get this going. Currently watching Matty, the new self-appointed guru who's been forced to put himself for all the best channel awards in existence. I do not know what you mean, 78 RPM. JB Leeds, yes, Jack Tuckle has fucked us, mate, and we all know it. We love you, Jack, lad. Appreciate you, JB Leeds. I think I backed Tommy Tuckle, to be fair, JB. I think it was a bit of a glitch. I won't read too much into the Ghana game. They were aggressive, weren't they? It wasn't a good game, but it's tournament football, and it's about peaking at right time and stuff. I don't think we've got enough to win it, to be honest, with what I've seen. Not that I think anybody's particularly blasted anybody away, but it's hard to see past teams like France. I don't think Spain will do. I know people are saying that they've improved because obviously they had a poor start, but I do think if we'd have done it the other way around, England, if we'd have drawn against Croatia 0-0 and then slapped Ghana up other day, I do think there'd have been, we're getting going, we're getting running, but it's the way around that we've done it, I think, that's panicked everybody. But I do understand the panic because, it was a bit of a shit show, and you want to see more, don't you? And it felt like a bit like a Gareth Southgate type performance, didn't it? The one thing I would say is everybody's going over the Harry Kane chance, where he definitely blazes it over at bar. But I thought that was quite a difficult chance. I know he's only 8 yards out or whatever, but on left foot, volley, difficult. I know he shouldn't be blazing it over at top, but everybody's making it out as though it's like a tap-in. This really ain't cold. I'm a bit worried about my fridge. What's occurring? Yes, 78 RPM, good man. Ayo, smash a like, appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much, boys. We don't talk about the likes enough, do we? Let's get them likes up in this bitch. Cozy on up to that like button. Yes, Peter White, how's it going? I'm already getting a bit of a sweat on. As I say, I'm fully t-shirted up. Loving it. Need to do a quick shout out to BMG as well. Got a couple of emails the other day of some slideshows for the upcoming shit vids for the 11s. And it's sensational work, I simply must say. The database that BMG has built is spellbinding, nearly said mind numbing, but it's not mind numbing, it's mind, not controlling, it's mind boggling. It's good, is what I'm trying to say. Very good, very good, Bielsa style. So they will be launching of that, there is no doubt, which we knew anyway, but we've got to get out of this heat first. So we're going to pull up the next 11, boys. This week's 11 is out of, let me have a little gander here. Frequently changed hairstyle is the first one. Freak changed hairdo. Second option is a family dynasty, which I presume means like Lampard. Family dynasty, where they've got loads of them like Eddie Gray. Or does it mean, just David Beckham and having a family of, whatever. Name is a profession. We did well last week. Last week's were good. It felt like it was going to be a difficult one, and we smashed it. One player per country, which I think that's Brett's, isn't it? One player per country. I think while the World Cup's on, that's not a bad shout, but we will leave it to the underlappers to make our final decision, and you know it. That's how we do. All leaks are I know, 78 RPM. Another one in the door. Just when you think, we've completed Welsh football, the irony is they're shit as well, aren't they? So they're not very good as a country. They obviously didn't make it to World Cup or all, and then we can't stop signing them. So every time we get one, started with like Rodon and that, or I can't remember. Were Rodon the first one in? Rodon and Ampadu, and obviously we had Dan James. So you thought, oh, it'll stop there, and then they all just keep coming in, don't they? You know, goalkeepers are like everybody that comes to the club is Welsh. It's like we thought we had a Welsh contingency, and now it's getting out of hand. But I do think you take the Welsh out of Harry Wilson, it doesn't really matter. The bloke would be an excellent signing, or should and will be an excellent signing. 29 years old as well, so it's not like he's had a mint season, and he's even 31, where you're thinking like perhaps only going to get one proper decent year out of him. I think we're looking at literally 2 proper decent seasons out of him, and it does unlock a little bit of a different vibe for us as well, doesn't it, going forward? Literally both as a club and on the pitch going forward. Everybody banging on about the 10 role. I don't think he'll necessarily do that, though. I think he'll just be occupying the Aronson role, which is an in-between of a winger and in the 10 role. I do think he's asked to get around DCL a lot more than people make out. It's a 4-3-3 still in my mind. I don't care what anybody says. I think everything comes down to 4-4-2 ultimately as well. I just think formations differ in certain passages of play, and you give certain players extra off more free roles. Like Okafor definitely plays a lot wider left than Aronson ever would do on the right. If it's Dan James on the right, he is very much a right winger. So it just depends what we do play to our strengths. But so I think Harry Wilson will occupy the same space that Aronson does, and Aronson will still be used. We will still need Aronson. I think another positive thing that we're getting out of this current transfer window is nobody's looking like they're on the way out. So there's still not much noise about. I mean, my mate sent me some bullshit about Goodmanson the other day, saying that Chelsea are looking to replace Cucurella with Goodmanson, which I think is woof, or it certainly sounds it at the moment. But yeah, I was conscious that we would be, there'd be a lot of noise around players like Stack, even Ampadu. Obviously, we got him signed up. I don't want to be losing any crucial players, as I'm sure everybody's aware. It's just as important to keep what we've got, keep the core of what we've got, where we can lose a little bit of the dead wood while improving on the squad with players like Harry Wilson. If we can get this Julian Brandt fella, again, in borderline in prime of his life, still had a decent season for Dortmund last year. Both on a free as well, so we can keep moving, keep grooving. Still got some money to slap about. Everybody panicking about wages and that, but if you're getting them for free, they'd want them wages anyway. You're probably paying an extra 15 grand a week, 10 grand a week. It's peanuts when it comes to end of season. In terms of wages that can separate it. So it's get them on a free. We're very shrewd. We aren't messing about. Legendary MVG says, I've never claimed you don't know any music, Jack. Movies, on the other hand. Well, I don't know much music. That's the thing, Legendary MVG. Films, we know by now. But music is very much just what I know very well. Whereas, people name bands and stuff, and I'm like, I fucking ain't got a clue. I might know the songs, but I don't, I'm shit with names. Shit with games. Let's get straight in with the poll for tonight's 11, and you know it, BMG. Let's keep it moving. We've had 12 votes. Let's get another 10 votes in there, boys. Come on. Get some votes in that poll. Wilson to Leeds on a free transfer is a great signing. Now let's get Shea Charles and give Darlow a new contract as our priority signings. Well, I've heard the rumblings, aren't they, that Darlow's on about... He's apparently snubbed Man United and he's going... apparently we're going to get him for another 2-year contract, which would be excellent. I do think it relieves and relinquishes the panic for a keeper, really. I actually think that's done him world of good getting that as a fan base, getting the potential interest from, I think, was it Spurs and Man U? That interest has sort of steadied everybody into thinking Darlow is literally potential for being our main number one. Because I think there's still a bit of a panic, even among myself at end of the season. Darlow, one of the players where I thought, no, that's the type of player that we need to be not moving on from Darlow, but like, improving on. I still thought we was a problem in net. When in reality, I think Darlow has got another good year in him. And he doesn't make, touch wood. I don't want to, he's probably going to fuck up once next year, once or twice. But he's certainly not Mez, is he? He's got safe pair of hands, which we knew that when we signed him, in fairness. And I know everybody says that he can to be the second choice goalkeeper, but I truly do not believe in the Championship Darlow came to be the second best goalkeeper at the club. I think he came to be number one. I think he thought Meslier Silent S would have been moved on at the time, who has now been moved on, or contracts run out and he's going. Shea Charles, they're wanting 25 million apparently, aren't they? Which I'm not going to confess to have watched him every week, but does worry me slightly, when we're getting Harry Wilson, potentially this Brandt fella. I mean, I don't know a great deal about Brandt either, but, again, German international, 50 caps or whatever. Shea Charles, I'm sure, is a good player, but it's 25 million panics me a little bit when you start splashing cash like that for Championship players. I do, however, trust I don't think they've got much wrong thus far, the 49ers and Farker, truth be told. So if they are backing it, I'll get behind it. But 25 million's quite a pinch, would you say? I think it's a pinch of money, really, where I think can be spread a little bit more. I don't know. I just think there's a little bit of chance of the Championship player. But what are your thoughts? Yes, indeed, 78 RPM. Yes, indeed. I remember the tune Right on Time, mid-1980s Black Box. Certainly not Roger Slicker. I would imagine Right on Time came out in, I want to say, 2009. That's what my guess would be. And then fuck it, I'm gonna Google it. Spencer and Hill. I think it's Spencer and Hill. Right on Time. Release date. This crisp beat is right on time. It came out, what did I say? Major release on 2008. What did I can't remember what I said. Did I say 2009? If I did, smash a like, because I'm devastatingly close. I'm actually normally quite good, because if I buy something on vinyl, I tend to know where I was in my life at the time. So, like, as music does for, I'm sure, everybody, nowadays, and sort of for the past 10 years, really, we've all become accustomed to just having everything at your fingertips. So it doesn't log a place and a moment or a time when you bought it or went and got it or was waiting for it or whatever. But vinyls do. That's why a lot of people like vinyls. Just says 78 RPM. MVG has informed me that a humidifier would not cool my room, which is, I'm grateful to know, and I'm thankful to never mention it again. Dehumidifiers are for, I believe, wet rooms, aren't they? Like damp rooms to get rid of the dampness, or if you've just, I don't know, painted or you're stripping walls or something. I'm not going to pretend to know now what a dehumidifier does, but I do know that it doesn't and won't cool your room. So thank you very much, MVG. I appreciate you, brother, more than you'd ever know. Aircon for you have too many breaks. Again, Roger Slicker, I'm sure it's a good effort at getting some rage bait out of me or wind up, but I'm not too sure what that means. So unfortunately, I'll have to. Aircon for you have too many breaks. I just don't get it. I understand you saying I don't have any aircon and I don't need it because I'm never doing all I'm presuming you're trying to say, but I'm not picking up what you're putting down fully. But keep riding. I don't want to hear it, says AO. People have been whinging about the rain for months. Now the sunshine is here, people are still whinging about the weather. It's the English way, AO. Never happy we know, and it's particularly a Yorkshire thing, innit? Just piss and moan, piss and whinge. I used to think it were an age thing, but I just think it's particularly a man thing. It's hot and bothered, innit? There's no doubt about it. But if I wasn't live, I'd be feeling fresh because I won't have this t-shirt already sticking to me, and my beers won't be warming up at a frantic rate. But it just means you got to drink them a bit quicker. We're still after that. We still need that mini fridge, don't we? Along with a bin, And what else do I need? I don't know, personality, but you can't buy one of them. Shout out to JT for being a member for 11 months. I don't see much of JT anymore, but he's still a member, so we appreciate him regardless. I think he's fallen out me as ye olde JT. I think it's for my love for Aronson. Nope, he is a daffodil. I do not copy. Yes, Enar in the wings. What's good, big man? If you finish third place on 3 points, you shouldn't be going through. I agree, Brett. I don't think you should get anything for finishing third in anything ever. So I think, I know they can't due to the amount of teams, but, just top 2 is the only way for me. It's not, you should be going out if you're third in any league. They do this with playoffs, don't they, in championships, saying like, oh, well, they finish, Sheffield or whatever finished 15 points above whoever were in 6th or whatever, and it's like, well, yeah, but you finished third. You shouldn't get awarded anything for finishing third. You're as shit as 6th if you're third. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't be getting a pass at Premier League because you finished third in the league. It's not, we didn't go up the season before last. Or how many seasons ago would that be now? Don't know. Season before last still maybe, or would it be 3 seasons ago? I don't know. You all know when we got to the final and got beat by Southampton. Well, we finished third, didn't we? Played really well all season on the whole. Amounted to a lot of points. A lot more consistent than Southampton. You don't deserve Premier League football because you finished third in the Championship. So you take what you get given, don't you? Really, finishing top 2, you deserve it. Finish third, do 1. Not signed yet. Oh no, but I do believe it's on the horizon. It's certainly been spoke about. So. Yes, Mingy boy. Yes, it's MVG, the real founding father and top G of the JCC. Yes, yo, and you know it, Mingy. Although you are the founding father, I simply must suggest. But MVG is legendary, that there's no doubt. Hello, everyone, from me and Mr. War Piglet from a very sunny Gran Canaria. Love it, Julie Neary. We've gone global, baby. Get up, Julie Neary and the War Piglet. Shout out to everybody in whatever pub you're in the Gran Canaria as well, because I've no doubt, Julie, you're sampling a little bit of, I don't know, sangria or some vodka lime and soda, I believe. Get up, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm sure it's absolutely roasting Vazy over there as well. Is that the Bunsen burner you're on about there? YOLO, and you know it, MVG. I don't know what this 35 is about. Are you on about 35 Gs? Yes, boys. Hello, Ming. How goes it? How goes the hovel? All boxed up, says FIFA gone and blown it again with the third place qualifying teams. Playing later is gonna, you know what they have to do to get through. Open to abuse. It's also, I think it's taken a bit of jeopardy out of the first game of the group. I think potentially the top teams opened up a little bit more rather than thinking like, let's just sort of feel us way into competition, and the teams have just thought, fuck it, let's just go for it, because ultimately not deserve to lose, but you can afford to lose a game, can't you, when top 3 are going through. If you back yourself to win 2 out of 3 games, you're going through, aren't you? I mean, you could argue that top 2 style, if you get 6 points, you're probably going to finish top 2, aren't you? Or would you definitely finish top 2? No, 3 teams can get 6, can they? If there's a bitch boy in there. But regardless, I just mean it, I think teams think, if we've got 4 points even, third place, you've got a good chance of going through. So it's a gift and a curse, really, but it does open up some shit, really. Yes, boys. Yes, Julian, War Piglet getting the love, MVG getting the love. Indeed, the MVG, the legendary. Roger Slicker says, is the Scottish adopted duck? Is the Scottish adopted duck leading the Bagpipers March? Hope it's okay. I haven't seen it for 4 days. Roger Slick, I'm doing my very, very best, man, but I have fucking no idea what your comments are. I mean, this might be something to do with being Scottish, is it? An adopted duck. I know bagpipes are obviously, but it's like deciphering a riddle, these comments thus far, Roger Slick. Haven't seen it for 4 days. They played other night, didn't they? I don't know. I don't know, Roger Slick, honestly. I tried my damn hardest, honestly, brother. The legendary, told you I would mink. The only 2 things I would never break is my balls and my word and my 1722 Stradivarius. Is it some form of violin? MVG. How very expertly. Yeah, you can't go with the later model. Yeah, definitely not the later model. Yes, Stuart Smith, thank you very much, sire. Appreciate you, my man. Let's get to see how this poll's getting on. Name a profession is in the lead. Name is a profession on 38%. One player per country is on 9%. Poor lad Brett's never going to get that over the line. Family dynasty is 19%, and frequently changed hairdo is 24%. So we're gonna hit the plug here. So get your voting now in the next 5 seconds before I pull the plug on the poll. Don't worry, AO, we'll get another one going on. We're gonna go with name is a profession, and you know it. So I'll have to wait for a couple to come in before I start picking the jog wheel up. And I can only promise you that I'm going through the absolute... It doesn't seem like sweaty business, this, does it? But believe me, it's getting hot in here, Nelly style, but you don't want me taking off all my clothes. The only thing I could do, I think I could have got away with taking my top off and staying, like, underneath the comments like this. And then you'd just see, like, a bit of my diffs or whatever they're called. What they call? Is it diffs? I don't know. There was a proper solid shout for a Ghana pen when Konza went airborne. Looked a pen to me. BMG, if that ain't a pen, I don't know what is, my lad. It is an absolute stonewaller. He's in flight, like you say, he's airborne. We're waiting for him to come down. We're waiting for him to land. Takes an eternity. That slowed down makes it seem like he's going to go over the fucking crossbar. And then he just slaps him up in, like, I would say, higher than the knee. It's higher than the knee. It is a stonewall penalty. If I've ever seen a penalty, that is one. So we've absolutely got away with one. I presumed it were like offside or something from like the previous play or whatever. You know, I presumed it had to be something to do with being offside. But no, it turns out it was just a horrendous decision. I mean, VAR, forget VAR. God knows why they didn't get involved. But why the Ghanaian players didn't just go absolutely ballistic with it is anybody's guess. A mental challenge, and the commentators glossed over it as well, sort of suggesting like they just didn't mention it. Like, is nobody going to mention the fact he's literally so high in the air? He's I would say borderline chest height. His arse must be chest height. And then as he's coming down, it's a stonewall pen. In fact, I'll pull that up because I'd be stunned if anybody don't think that is a pen. Is the Konza challenge a pen? I'm going to put penalty so nobody tries to be funny about saying no, it's not a pen, it's a penalty. AO says the Isidore goal isn't that special. That's a madness to me. And it shows how shit soccer has become today. When 25 years ago the Premier League was seeing 30, 40 yard screamers being scored almost every week. That is the latter of that's a relatively fair point, AO. But I don't think anybody could suggest that the Isidore goal isn't special. He's absolutely lashed it from a seriously unconventional position, i.e. he's not central. He's also taken a touch up. He's had to open his body up. He's had his back to goal. He's had to turn. He's way out. He hits it across the goalkeeper. It's not like he goes front post and fires it in from that side. It goes across the goalkeeper. It goes literally top bin. I think it's a wonder strike, AO. And it's a thumper. He's thumped it. Lashed it in. Perfect goal for me, AO. I'm surprised you don't think that's at least a special goal in any era. It's a beast. And to do it in World Cup, and with the greatest respect to Haiti, to do it for Haiti, you know, he's not like he's getting many chances to do that, is it? He's gone for it. I think it's a belting goal. It's got definitely the goal of the tournament thus far, and I don't think I'll see a better goal. I won't see a goal that gets me out my seat like it did. It woke me up, put it that way, or in bed, and it made me pay attention to the rest of that game. He jumped up. Roger Slicker says, Kane's got a poor touch. No wonder Spurs loaned him out to 4 clubs. Kane is exceptional, Roger Slicker. He's had an unbelievable year. Julie Neary, thank you very much, my dear. It's extremely kind of you for the $4.99. You should be spending the $4.99 on some sangria, my darling. I don't know if they do sangria in Gran Canaria, to be honest, but is it just a universal thing? I don't really know what's surprising everybody to know that I don't really know where Gran Canaria is, even though I think I've been. I actually think I have been to it, but I just don't know where it is. Is it a 3.5 hour flight? Getting on for a 4 hour flight? I think I've been, but regardless, thank you very much, Julian Eric. It's extremely kind of me, dear. We've been listening to the sounds of JackCity 11 around the pool. Hopefully a Wilson bonus. It's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Julie. Keep bumping the tracks and tell a man to tell a man to listen to the tracks. We appreciate you, Julie. Thank you, and Mr. War Piglet, and you know it. That is a controversial comment, to be fair. I would have to say, Ian Jackson, yes, sir, just with the straight J. We appreciate you. Family Dynasty, his father's brothers, etc., who all played yet. Got your BMG. But we're on to Name is a Profession. I'll go with Cooper then. See, is that just my room? Is it already warmed up? Because they're coming out like with a bit of ice on them, and then they're warming up frantically, which probably just means you've got to drink them faster, doesn't it? But yes, Leeds LUFC, what's good, big man? Hey up, our kid. How are you? And all the loiners getting stuck into after beer, food, blag. Eat up, Leeds LUFC. That's what we love to hear, mate. It's day off tomorrow for me, so we'll be quaffing a few beers tonight. I don't know if I can deal with the hot tub, to be fair, later, but Nikita Love will probably want to get in it because she's a heat fiend, and I am, I wouldn't say the opposite, but I'm certainly less so. You know, I'm much more get me in the shade. She's much more get me in the sun. You know, Heritage is from very, very much different parts of the world as well, so I think that's why she deals with it a little bit better. Or she's got like a sterner... she feels like she needs to show that she can take the heat. It's like, you know, if she puts chili in her food, I don't think she particularly likes it, but she's like, I put it in there, and she's just so that to show everybody that I like it, and I like to say I like heat. So I actually think I deal with the heat better than her, not the physical heat. Well, I suppose a chili's a physical heat, but it's more of a sense heat. It's more of a, what would be the word? Somebody help me out. Yes, Roger Slick. Welcome, by the way, Leeds LUFC. We appreciate you. That's easy. Charlene White changes hairstyles every day. Charlene White. Charlene White. Charlene. The Bird. She's a presenter, is she? Understood. One per country should be one per European country, says Brett. Well, I'd push for one per country for now, Brett, because it's never coming to fruition, pro lad. We've never done the Professions 11. Cooper was just an example to get people into it. Yes, indeed. The BMG, that's where we're going. Carpenter, etc. But okay, no problemo. I'm sweating my fucking Jacobs off. The greatest player ever for that one particular country, Brett. I think that's where we'd go with it. MVG. We'll have to do that one week. It'll be a right touch for Brett as well. He deserves it, doesn't he? He slapped it in there enough as Big Brett. Yes, Ian Jackson, appreciate you, big man. Marching on together. We're moving already, and you know it. With the J now, with the full stop, Ian Jackson, we appreciate you. Trey Butcher. Butcher's a good one, and you know it. There's Butcher, Pat Butcher as well, isn't there, Ming? Brett must explain his 11 and also referee it if it wins. I'm not sure of the rules. BMG, you're the only referee for me, and it rhymes. What's Paul say about Paulie's therapy being Tim's doppelganger from Corrie? I don't watch Paul at all, thank God. But I do know what he looks like, unfortunately. But I don't watch Corrie, thank God. So I don't know what Tim looks like, but I will take your word for it, Roger Slicker. AO says, if Chelsea or any other clubs want Gabby 100 million and a sell-on clause. Let's see how this poll's going here, because I'd be interested to see what people actually think to how much Gabby is worth. 67% have said, from 21 votes, that the challenge was definitely a penalty. I've spelt challenge wrong. But, I'm sure nobody's voted no on the basis that I spelt challenge wrong. 33% have said no, which is mad to me. Honestly, if ever I thought there was a Stonewall pen, it is that. What was I going to pull up? I can't remember what AO said. Yeah, how much you reckon Gabby is worth? Oh, I keep fucking knocking caps lock. Gabby is worth. And no, I don't mean Logan. No to 10 mil. I can only do 4, so 10 to 20 mil. 20 to 30 mil. And then 30 plus. What are your thoughts on that, boys? I actually think that's quite interesting. How the tables have turned. Oh, Mingy, oh. There's never noise without a couple of days' notice at best. That's the only thing, 78 RPM, yeah. But while ever there's some ins, I'm not gonna piss and whinge about the I think we're going to lose a player or two, aren't we? But it's just, I just don't want to lose. I don't want to lose Pascal, first and foremost. I don't want to lose Darlow, just because, now I certainly don't, even though because I thought we were going to get another keeper. I actually want to keep Darlow. Don't want to lose Struick. Don't want to lose Rodon. Don't want to lose Darlow. Don't want to lose Goodmanson. Don't want to lose Beal. Don't want to lose Bogle. Don't want to lose James Justin. Don't want to lose Ampadu. Don't want to lose Stack. Don't want to lose Calvert-Lewin. Don't want to lose Okafor. I'd be devastated if I've missed someone out that's been like a main player for us here. I mean, there's others that I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose Nonto. I don't really want to lose Dan James. I just think it's relatively pointless. I'm just trying to think of the major players for us this season. I don't want to lose my best mate Longstaff, of course, but again, he's not been a major part this season. I don't think there's another major player that I've missed. Basically, everybody knows our starting 11, our real starting 11 of last season. And like I say, obviously, I don't want to lose Aronson just for no reason. But if there's a decent amount of money comes in for Aronson and we're getting Harry Wilson and we're getting Brand and stuff, Brandt, whatever you call him. If we got both of them, then you can look that's definitely something you can look at. Peru, Parisley, can be moved on. Metcha I like, but if we're bringing someone in, you could lose Metcha, lose Joseph, lose fucking Wobber. I mean, if it weren't for Wobber's injury record, and I get shit for this, but I'd probably just take Wobber back and let the bastard sit on bench. He's all right, isn't he? We could lose ball hours, but again, you still got to bring someone in if you're losing them type of players. And I don't want to swap ball now with Wobber. So, wibbling Wobber. Any player, MVG, but can only have one, so would have to decide, for instance, would you take Buffon from Italy or an... Yeah, that's what I mean. That it'd get quite intricate, wouldn't it, Brett? Because I'd have to have Balotelli in there, you know what I mean? Longstaff has changed agent, which is strange to announce publicly. Well, I didn't know that. And has he announced that 78 RPM? That is interesting if he's announced it. It normally gets announced, doesn't it? Normally some knobhead's talking about it and then it gets pushed about. But it might be no. But he might want to, if he don't think he's guaranteed football. He definitely came to the club last year, didn't he? Hoping that he'd play a lot more minutes than he did. And I do think had it not been for his injury, I do think he'd have played a lot more games for us. But Farker stands by players that are performing, and that's why we get behind Doctor. BMG says, I keep saying that I think it's crucial that we keep our back five together. Everyone is replaceable, but the defence was key last season. And I'd hate to lose Struick or Gabby. I agree, BMG. I don't really know. I don't really know what better we get. You know, I think as a defensive unit, I think we're in a pretty good spot. So you have to, if you lose any of like the main, I don't know, James Justin's so dynamic, can do a bit of both. Rodon's really dynamic. Struick's a big, strong bastard at back. Beale's a big, strong bastard who's a bit of a ball player, can win a decent header going forward as well. Goodmanson's excellent getting forward. And defensively, you know, he's not been caught out. Same with Bogle. A lot of people saying Bogle will get caught out defensively, but particularly when we've got five at back, or certainly even if we go 4-3-3, if it's Ampadu in there, he's a crossing about it, and his main role is to, you know, shore us up at the back. So it's just like, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't, and you know it, and don't forget it, Ming, and you know it. Tarantino films are all music tracks. Facts, Roger Slick. I mean, it is also a film. There's definitely, I've definitely seen a few Tarantino films, and they are films, but they do have music in them. But I don't know if I've ever watched a film that doesn't have music in it. Truth be told, Roger Slicker. Hey, oh, get behind it, mate. Get behind it. MVG says, shush, don't upset Jack with Longstaff speculation. No Longstaff shit, please. He's staying. It's confirmed on Sky Sports, Jack. Yeah. Are you on about Longstaff or are you on about Darlow, MVG? I'm hoping you're on about Darlow, not a joke about Longstaff. Because nothing's popped up when I've put Darlow in there, so I don't want to go to the bottom of checks. I'll lose where I'm at, but I'm so far behind already. AO says, bye, Meslier, Silent S. He got quite a bit of shit on Twitter when he moved, when he ended his career, like, I don't know. Every Leeds content creator who's trying to be the next narcissist, AK Timu Thogden. Who's Thogden? Thogden. Oh, he's a YouTuber. Alright, understood. He's here, football. Yeah, fuck them all, Cletus. Fuck them all. Has he not changed there? Are you boys having me on here? What's occurring here, boys? Don't be fucking me up a ladder here. If anyone says replace him with a Scott, blood will flow. I'm lost. Everything the club, I know BMG, that's where I'm living. Everything the club lets out is done for reasons, so I think a bid is coming for Longstaff. Oh boy. I might have to become one of them knobheads on Twitter that just follow players, just support players. All Boxed Up says, young player will make a bob or two on the 25 mil plus add-ons in a couple of years' time. Depends where we're at though, doesn't it? All Boxed Up. I presume you mean Shea or whatever you call him, Charles. We don't really want to be thinking of buying someone for a couple of years though, do we, and selling them on? We want them to be the net. We want them to be the nows, don't we? I don't want to be thinking a couple of years down the line. I know you can get away with it a little bit, but I don't want to be signing 25 million players to utilise them for or get a year out of them next year. I want a safety this year. On a European charge, bro. Sitting through the sweltering heat on a Thursday evening. Literally with one random sweat patch on my fucking thing, which I'm hoping is beer, but I think it's just the most random sweat patch in the damn world. But it's genuinely hot work, this, boys. I'm quite, is it frivolent? I've no idea what frivolent means, but I enjoyed it, so fuck them. Can confirm that nobody thinks Gabby is worth 0 to 10 million. 19% think 10 to 20 million, which I would imagine is at the higher echelon of that, so 18 mil, 15 to 20. 46% say 20 to 30, which is where I would put him. I'd put him at about 25, 30 million absolute tops. And then 35% do say 30 mil plus, which I do think there's an argument for. You could get 32 million for him, but I think right here, right now, I think the club would obviously accept him above 30 in an instant, but I think you could probably purchase it. It depends what you mean by worth. I mean, to us, he's worth 30 million, isn't he? 35 million, 40 million, 60 million. But to buy is a different thing, innit, It's like, what's it worth in a shop compared to what would I take for it? Do you feel me? Are you feeling me? Are you feeling my parts? Roger Slick says, bollocks. Darlow came to be the number 2 before Parag spotted Meslier was gash. I agree that Parag spotted that because he certainly did step in, as Voldemort warned he would. But I do not believe Darlow came to the club to be second in command to Meslier. And I have it on relatively fine authority from bumping into him in pub. Andrew Thompson says 1989. Not sure why, Andrew Thompson. I can't remember what I was talking about half an hour ago, which is, again, the reason why I need to keep on top of the comments a little bit better. Yes, Jordan, my lady. Well, what bullshit goes on here then? Hello to you all, JCC crew and Jack. Appreciate you, Joe Depp. You world class, mate. We appreciate you. Charles is our next amp, so he can play as a midfielder, centre forward midfielder or full back, and he's worth 25 million. And he'll suit the way Leeds play, fingers crossed. Right on time, I'm on about BMG though. Or is that what we're saying, Andrew Thompson, with the 1989? My efforts to shield Jack from the Longstaff speculation are not going well. MVG, I was already able to push it out of my mind. I'd already forgetting about that. You meant central defensive midfield. I've got you, AO. Yeah, I've already pushed the Longstaff at least to the back of the mind. I'll probably have a subconscious horrendous dream about it tonight. And I'll wake up and Nikita will be like, what's happened? I'll be like, oh, we're selling Sean Longstaff. She'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll be like, oh, Longstaff. He's going. I'm never going to find out where he lives. 78 RPM says, we can't only buy foreign older players. We really need to get the squad age down. Not just for squad burnout, but to future-proof us. It's a fair shout, 78 RPM, to be fair. I'm not knocking bringing some youth through. I would always be up for that. I just mean, 25 mil in the Championship does irk me a touch. It just reminds me of times gone by when teams have done that when they've come up the first year and they've thought, we'll buy all decent Championship players and absolutely crumble. But if we bring in Harry Wilson and if we bring this Brandt guy in, then, again, I said at the start of the season, it is the start of the season, couple of 3 real decent players that will come in for proper to try and break, to certainly try and break into the 11. Whether or not they do is up to them. It depends on performance. But then I have also said myself to bolster. I don't mind the rest to be bolstering and then potentially moving players on. If he can play a few roles, we could potentially lose the odd player. Do you know what I mean? Gruev could potentially move on if he is going to be able to do that role. If Stack can help out, if Longstaff don't move on, or Longstaff maybe moves on and he comes in, and do you know what I mean? Heaven forbid Longstaff moves on, granted. But nobody do it how he does it. Yes, Ali 200. The man, the myth, the baller, the man who is unintentionally funny, the man who haunts Man United fans, the man who gives me advice for CDM, the man who looks like a fish, the man who eats pasta and bacon, and you fucking know it, Harley 200. I didn't know where you were going with it until we spoke about the fish. Certainly do. Look like a Grinch fish, and I do eat pasta, and I do eat bacon, and yes, I do eat them together, and you know it, and don't forget it, and never give up on that CDM roll, Harley 200. We appreciate you, brother. I've said that Charles is similar to what Ampadu was a few years back. He could kick on and be as good or better, says BMG. High praise, BMG, because I'm hoping we build around my man Ampadu for the years to come, brother. The dehumidifier tamer, well, I have to give that to MVG, to be fair, because I'd have been using it in all the wrong scenarios. Roger Slicker says, Jim White, Google right on time, 1980s. Stop being biased, Jim. Well, my right on time came out in 2009, and it rhymes. What's this about Longstaff here? I don't want it. Joe Depp, is everybody? What are you all doing to me here, boys? Please leave the Longstaff talk at the door, lads. Do this in private. Leave me out of it. I don't deserve this. We've put in work defending my Longstaff all year. We've put in work defending Dr. Farker, haven't we, boys? Don't be bringing them down now. Don't be pushing me into it. The best way to rage bait Jack is to mention Farker out. And you know it, AO. But Roger Slicker always tries to... you've got to respect it, because he always tries to get in different ways, doesn't he? He's trying to find crevices and creaks and cracks to slip in. You know, to crawl within and work and let the seed grow through the anus. But I won't let it happen. But Farker out is not up the anus, it's out the mouth. Or in the mouth, or up the nostril, or in the eye, in the tear duct. 78 RPM says, the lad is 22 and homegrown. He's worth exactly what our buyers want to pay, as they will factor in future sales profits in. 78 RPM, I think I've been taken the wrong way, sir. I just think 25 million is a pinch. That's, you know, I just think it's getting a little bit touchy. And it sounds ridiculous, but 20 million, when they said that, I was like, okay, I'm all right with 20 million. But when you get into 25s, I'm feeling 30 then. And then when I'm feeling 30, I'm feeling 35. And then when I'm feeling 35, I'm feeling we're spending too much money. You know, it's that 99p vibe, innit? If it's £1.10, I'm not buying it. If it's 99p, I'm having it. And you know it. You swine, you. Yes, Joe, don't be bringing him back up. I actually don't mind us getting a couple of 30-year-olds this winter, as long as it's not too many. We've got a few mid-20s, which is fine. We've got a relatively young squad, haven't we? Like, we're not old by any means, but we do need some pros, always. Charles is getting the love, though, so I'm backing the boys with it, to be fair. I don't know what I'd do, MVG. I don't know whether I'm going to risk a poll here. I'm going to very much risk a poll. 43%. Oh my God, it's neck and neck though. A couple of votes has just sent it over. 43% say that Gabby, and they said I bong the whore. Then fucking hell, that'll upset a few. Gabby, I'm trying to say Gabby Goodmanson. That's why it's fucking me over. Goodmanson, although it's neck and neck again. These votes are fucking me up. 20 to 30 million has got 42%, and 30 plus million has also got 42%. 16% say 10 to 20, which I think is pretty harsh, and nobody says 0 to 10. And now I've forgot. Oh yeah. Do the underlappers want to keep Longstaff? I was going to put be kind at the end, but just go with it. Just go with it. JT, what's up, big man? Don't fall out, Jack, lad. Being too busy. Little one growing up too quick, lad. Don't have time to wipe my ass. I feel you, JT. Appreciate you, brother. You won't get them days back, JT, as in, I mean that in a positive way. So, let the little one grow and hold on to these days while you can, brother. Because he'll be wanting to do his own thing before long. So, we appreciate you, JT. Appreciate you, brother. You're probably gone by now, to be fair, but he's still appreciated nonetheless. Roger Slick, let's see if I can decipher this one. Jack, no aircon. Joke, hydration breaks like in the World Cup. Bants on you not putting out content much lately. Understood, Roger Slick. I've not been doing shit vids. I've to be fair, I've had done with it. I can't be arsed at the minute. I'll get back on bandwagon. I'm enjoying just banging out a couple of shorts every now and again, but I've even slowed them down, to be fair. But we've kept the Thursdays real, haven't we? We've kept them moving. We can't help ourselves. But the shit vids will be back. You know, if Harry Wilson comes in door, we'll do it. We'll do a shit vid. All Boxed Up says the Black Box stuff sang by studio backing singer. Is that in reference to Right on Time, All Boxed Up? I've called it, BMG. We're in now. I'm sure they'll be flooding in. Fucking, I'm sweating like a beaver. Harley 200, I've got to be honest. In this heat, I wake up and look like a sweaty ball sack. I feel like I've been living in an air fryer. At least I'm nice and crispy, though. And you know it, Harley. Stay crispy, brother. Stay loose. Stay crispy. Crispy on the outside, loose on the middle, mate. I know, BMG, but I'm on a wild mission now to catch up, because I also want to put the Germany game on. Yes, Nipper, my lad. What's good, big man? He didn't make the Brazil squad. Jeez, he can hardly get a game here. I think he will do well at Wrexham. He was unlucky not to get in the Brazil squad, to be fair, Longstaff. He deserved it. And you know it, and don't forget it. But, I mean, he'd do exceptionally well at Wrexham, but which Luke would love, to be fair. But my man, I made a statement a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, because I wanted to sign him when we nearly went up last time. We got beat Southampton, finishing third. Because you don't deserve out finishing third. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I said he'd be a Premier League player for the rest of his career. Or certainly till he's 32, 33. So I don't want him dropping down into the Championship. But I called that we'd sign him. I had a sneaky feeling. And I remember the Chronic texter shook his head at me on one of Joe's lives, like, bad signing. And I was like, well, I think it's a mint signing. And that'll before there were any interest, as I say, when we're on way up. I'll let's look for players like Longstaff. And we fucking did. Couldn't believe it, mate. It's lovely weather here in the day at the moment, but it's chilly in the morning and evening. I'd take a bit of a chill, BMG, but to be fair, I do actually like the evening, and I'll go out and water the garden it's a small garden, but I'm watering it for about an hour and a half for no reason whatsoever, but you got to feed it that bums, haven't you? Roger Slicker in Bradford. You're not in Bradford though, are you, Roger Slicker? But it's still global, baby. He's 36 in October. Oh, I thought you meant the... Yes, I get you now, 78. Harley 200, I literally made the perfect chicken nugget today. I'm looking forward to this. I cooked it in 2 minutes, 32 seconds, longer than recommended. Nice. And it came out perfect. The ratio to crunch was sog versus sog was beautiful. Genuinely a pro nugget plate maker. Love that, Harley 200. You want to incorporate that to your central defensive midfield work there. And whenever you think you're cooked, just remember you've got 2 minutes, 32 seconds longer to last. And that'll just break you through, and it'll just make you that crunch into the next challenge that you need to make. It'll be perfect. It'll be soggy enough not to cause too much harm and risk the red, but it'll be crunchy and strong enough to go there, hurt him, win it well. And you know it, and don't forget it. Yes, Richard, Todd, what's good, big man? Appreciate you, sir. Get up, mate. Only counts if you can repeat such an amazing feat, Andy. Sorry, I mean Harley. You're only as good as your last chicken nugget that you've made, to be fair. Don't think 3 teams can get 6 points. I might be wrong. My maths is not my strong point, Joe Depp, so I would imagine you're probably right. A posh violin, and you know it. It's indeed a violin. I'm a man of culture. Can you actually play the violin, MVG? It's not what a violin makes, but... The third qualifying opens it up like the match fixing in 1982 when Algeria was stitched up by West Germany and Austria. Here we go, they're in now. Liam Cooper's in. Having met Joe Depp, I can concur. He's a top man. Jack, why do the Scots hate us so much? I have some Scottish friends and I don't have a problem with Scotland and their team. I don't really know, Richard Todd. So I spend quite, in the grand scheme of things, a relative amount of time in Scotland. I used to go to a festival every year. I used to play at a festival every year, which I haven't played at for a couple of years. Maybe they hate me now, I don't know. And the nights out I've had there are fucking amazing. I've played in Scotland a few times. Tons of fun. Some of the best crowds I've ever had, truly. Like the best, most fun, most open, like, crowds I've ever played to or performed in front of or whatever. Done both, DJing and performing. The fucking mint. So I just don't... And then when I work... Yeah, oh, well, I work. But when I go to Scotland working... Met a couple of moody Scots, but I'm not bothered by the moodiness. Everybody moans about them being a bit moody or whatever, but Yorkshire people are relatively moody. I mean, there's some moody blokes down pub that are like awful, you know. So a bit of a moody, you know. I don't know. A lot of them are Leeds fans. I can't think of many Scottish people I've met that I don't like. It's a madness. I don't even know, and I can't think of many Scottish people that have said they hate us. Whenever I've like spoke to them, they've never gone, "Oh, you're from fucking England." So I don't know what it is, but like I think it's just, you know, ill people like Jim White's at World, innit? So I'm on board with it, Richard Todd. I don't really know, but I must say I was happy that they got slapped up just on basis of Jim White. So maybe I'm just as bad as the lies about them. I don't know, but they definitely do dislike us. There's no doubt about that. Graham Potter Cleater straight in there. That's nice, mate. Right, Jack. This one's for you, mate. Appreciate this. If you so happened to be born as a dog, but you was a really ugly sausage dog, and none of the female sausage dogs wanted to shag you, would you jump in front of a car? No way, Harley. No way. I would not sacrifice myself for no bitch. And that's the perfect terminology for what we're discussing here. So I can't be more vociferous. I think that's the right word about that. I would not jump in front of a car, whether I was a dog or no dog. And as a dog, you can get, you know, every dog has its day, which I know is the opposite of what you're saying, but no. Jimmy the Chin for profession. There's nothing that Chin can't do. Jimmy the Chin's got to get in. Jimmy the Chin is also a professional, isn't he? Because he did the match at day or whatever, didn't he, Jimmy the Chin? Brett keeps Jimmy the Chin alive. We love it, Brett. I've got to get this Germany game on, boys. I do want to watch it on the... I want to watch it in the corner. Because it's now turning into a watch-along, but you know... If you boys don't know by now, look, we're not leaving you alone. We just want to put the game on. Game on! I don't know what you boys are picking tonight, but I'm going to go with Germany game. Oh, they're 1-0 up already. Who scored? Fucking hell, he's got an hairdo, hasn't he? The Germans! I've got next door neighbour again, and we're going wild. BMG was a Ghana pen. Well, it was certainly a pen. Charlie Taylor's a wonderful bit of wordplay there as well. BMG, we love to see that. Please, Richard, don't open the wound again. Not the Scottish wound. Terry Cooper, the barrel maker, top stuff. Peter White. Some dude once left his £1 million violin on a train. Hey up. Is that true? Legendary MVG says, I do know a bowyer is a name for someone who used to make it. You guessed it. Bows. Is that actually true? Because MVG, if that is confirmed to be true, that you've knocked that out the park, bowyer style, or top bin bowyer style, like right or left foot, fleet-footed, made your boy want to be fleet-footed back in the day. You know how we do. We do Longstaff and we do bowyer, and that's it. And you know it, MVG. Bonus points for being Jack's favourite player ever. Ever! Get up, MVG. You know it. Terry Butcher, Ming. Baker, MVG. Baker, Jason Squire. Or Squires. Terry Butcher. Getting the love, Ian Jackson. Terry Cooper. Repetition, but yes, we'll have him. He's in. And of course, Candlestick. Candlestick Maker. Robin Roofs. Roofs. The Roofer. Love that. It's good work. One of the easier ones. Butcher's getting dissed there. BMG now getting a little bit... he's getting a little bit hot and bothered. Tyler, says Jason Squires. There's got to be a Tyler. Cagey looked like Mr. T on a vlog yesterday with his top was off. Understood, Roger Slicker. I'm sure that got you got your goat, got your pickle going. I'm sure that sent you to a few different websites. A Baker is... oh, what a finish. What a finish. Edge at box. What a game this is. Oh, I say what a game. It's just had 2 goals in 8 minutes, which is a good game regardless of how the game's going, isn't it? Again, apologies for the random, unbelievably random sweat patch on my collarbone. What a finish that is on Edge at box, boys. Alan Smith. I do know that is a profession, but Edge at box here. He's won it. Oh, he's sort of half in a tackle there as well. Beast mode. Gets his shot off. It's a short stab. He's had to stab it there, which is what generates alt power there. There's no follow through. He just stabs at it. Get in, lad. Quality goal. Just stabs at that. Pish. He's jabbed it. You can really generate power, you know, with jab. That's what I tell to boys as well. I don't have. You don't really need to extend through. I think you can, you know, get better contact by just dabbing on it, you know, jabbing it. Cooper is mine. And Fletcher, I had one. I just had one and I fucking lost it because of that goal. Paul Butler, blast from the past. Good stuff, MVG. Roofs is in. Gardner, Jason Squires, is good stuff. A Gardner might spark something. Gardner's nearly sparked something there, I think. Fletcher. What's a Fletcher? No, it's Ghana manager. It's Carlos Curry, formerly with Scum. I know, all boxed up. I didn't know that until tournament started, to be fair. I didn't look at this poll about Longstaff here. I didn't even get the Candlestick Maker, to be fair. Masterclass by Ghana, says Joe Depp. That'll be my next poll, actually. Only 57% have said they want to keep Longstaff. You fucking set of bastards. It's unforgivable, you set of bastards. Is there any need to panic after Ghana result? I don't even know why I'm bothering now, to be honest, after that 43% all against him. You set of bastards. So Ecuador would only have 2 points here with a draw. I don't really know how... does it go down to points as being third in league? Is it still on... So would Ecuador... If Ecuador... Oh my fucking God, they're in again. He's give a foul. I think that's soft. They're doing this a lot. Oh my God, it's a chick. They're doing this a lot with Ivory Coast. They've gone 1-0 up. They're doing this a lot. They did it to Scotland yesterday, or Brazil, where I didn't think that were a foul, really. What's an Allen? I'm getting a bit confused here. Can we have Lockie in there? You know, a locksmith. Thus. I used to have a joke about thus far, Harley 200. I've got a song called This Is My Story. And I'd always say thus far during the breakdown. It used to make my mates laugh. What is a Fletcher, though? He was... Oh, shit. Bollocks. Fucking beers exploded, boys. We've only wasted a pinch, though. We've only wasted a tinge. We've only wasted a tinge. Who was... Not Alan Shearer. I'm a bit lost. Cameron Archer's belting. Yes, Kevin, what's good, man? It certainly has been a while, big dog. How's it going? I mean, you've probably gone by now because I'm fucking 45 minutes behind, but... I'm fucking bamboozled by these. Is Muller, Thomas Muller? Muller's just when you mullered in it. The duck was wild in the park. The Scots draped it in Scottish flags. It was heartwarming. The duck was wild in the park. I fucking... Bowler. Is there a bowler, though? I need to catch up here. I don't care if I'm egotistical, but I'm the best player for my team. I'm surrounded by idiots. People who want to smile, laugh and joke, but I'm about to get in the pitch. Getting on the pitch. None of that small talk. Yeah, it's good being best. I'm not much of a smiler on pitch, to be fair. I don't want to talk to anybody when I'm playing normally. I don't shut up, but I don't necessarily want to talk, so... As silly as that sounds, Harley, so I'm sort of behind you with it, but... My dad used to always go, smile. Ronaldinho, smile. I don't want to smile, though. I'm not a fucking smiler. Ronaldinho might smile, because he's out shagging bitches all night and partying his nuts off, isn't he? And getting paid 400 grand a week. And playing Sunday League, it's fucking cack. A blacksmith. So I think we can have Lockie in there. Lockie is central attacking midfielder. Get Lockstock in there. He said, "Our goal was good, Jack. No question, but special. We'll respectively agree." It's a special goal. Cook, you've knocked it out of the park there, Jason Squires. Butler's in. Canary Islands 9, with Tenerife being biggest 4 hours. Canary Islands 9. I still don't get the Allen. I thought it was just an Allen key. Fuck knows. Wilson! Gardner's good. I'm sure Sniffer was also a job at 1.2. There's a Sniffer dog, isn't there? We spoke about dogs, bitches and that. I'm too far behind, I think. There are so many trade names, don't think wrong spelling's needed here. Shearer given on field, but VAR. Shearer, like a Shearer. Let me catch up. Who's the football player called Farmer? Charlie Cook. Joe Depp. Sniffer was big back in the day. He does that quite a lot, to be fair, Brett. It's his controversial comment of the day. Tyler Adams is in. I don't know what a Muller is. Willie Miller. What's a Miller? Oh, a Miller. Fuck knows. I'm solely reliant on you here, I think, BMG. I just don't get the small talk. I'd rather sit and watch paint dry while eating cheese strings while being burnt inside a volcano. I don't know about the volcano bit. I'd rather sit and eat cheese strings. I thought you were being serious for a minute there. Smiles for wrong ones. Thought you'd been serious for a minute there, Harley, because I want to bring some reality back. I want to be able to say I'd rather do this. You know, when people say I'd much rather do, and then I actually am up for naming stuff I'd rather do. So like small talk, I genuinely rather sit and eat a cheese string than do small talk. So let's bring shit like that to the forefront. Let's bring that back into the conversation. Why don't we go, I'd rather do, and then actually say something you'd rather do? I'd rather sit and eat a cheese string than have small talk with some knobsack that I've not seen for a couple of years. I'd much rather have sit and have a cheese string. Why not bring that back? Or like, oh, hey, do you want to have a kickabout tonight? Like, no, I'd rather have a kickabout tomorrow. Like, rather than going, no, I'd rather, put pins in my eyes. It's like, well, you wouldn't though, would you? You'd rather have a kickabout tomorrow, or I'd rather you ask me tomorrow, or I'd rather you didn't ask me. Even that. What are we naming? Lewis Cook, LUFC 2. No, his dad. Does King count as a profession in your book, PMG? Ledley King. There's a few Kings, isn't there? King's quite a good one. It's probably the best argument I've had to... it's probably the best argument I've heard for that, to be fair, AO. Does it sound more... 65% have said no, we don't need to panic after the Ghana result. I agree with that. Let me get a decent poll up in this. If you're a dog, are you a bitch? I'm struggling with it, Ena, to be fair, but I'm also trying to catch up on comments at the same time because I'm probably the furthest behind I've ever been. I always call it soccer. I used to have soccer magazines in the 70s. Clem Fandango, what's good? Ain't nobody smiling round here. Clerk. It's a job. I mean, it's a stretch though, isn't it? But hit the like button, people. 49 people watching the stream. And we've only got 19 likes up in this bitch. I've got 40. Oh, I'm well behind that. We've got 45 likes now. But I appreciate you, Ali. 200. Top man. Miserable as fluck. Yes, Lukey boy. Boom and in the room, and you know it. What's the script for tonight's 11, Badger? Gate up, Lukey. Welcome, my G. We appreciate you, sir. And you know it. Get a bit of volume here, because I keep missing little sections. I'm going to get in trouble for that level of loudness. I want to catch up. I don't know whether to skip forward, boys, but I'm going to miss some. A Fowler. Is there a Fowler? Shearer's a job. Sheep don't go to the hairdressers, but they have shearers visit them. But, yeah. I mean. I think you've got to work with personalities, though, Ali. As I say, I'm not a smiler while playing. To be fair, I'm a bit fucking bipolar with it. I can either be in a decent mood and pretty happy and smiley, or I can be really like a bit moody. So, but I just think you got to work with what you can't have a go at lads that do want to smile. It's performance led, Ali. Work on the lads' performances. If they're performing, it doesn't matter whether they're fucking, running around with a boner or not, does it? They're just, like a dog on eat. How's the Nuki Brown hitting, Luke? What you want, Nuki Brown here, Lukey boy? Whatever you want, whatever you need. It is a job. Pretty difficult job, isn't it? What about Prince Boateng then? Can we have Prince Boateng in there? Is it Prince Boateng? I'm sure it's Prince Boateng. I actually rated him. Kevin Prince Boateng, yeah. He's pretty mint in interviews as well. Ali 200 says, mark my words, you will see Ali at Leeds United. I'm easily good enough. I've got the ball control of an Iniesta, the shot of a Pele, and I'm faster than Dan James. Now, I can't be sure that you're being serious there, Ali 200. Now, we do certainly need some footage of that. Or let me know where you're playing and when you're playing, and I'll actually come watch as long as it's within a 20-mile radius. Hey up. In the box. I'm not sure what that's about, Luke, but if you're on about your second Yuki Brown, that's probably where we're at. For Gabby, BMG, yeah. Ducks quawking don't make an echo. True or false? Surely it depends where they're stood. Explain Fowler, they're in. That can't be a pen. Oh, that's not a foul. Fucking gay boys. It's about what's inside the tin of beans, not what brand it is. Remember that I might have a massive nose and slightly above average sized ears. You keep it real, Ali 200. Norman Hunter, I think I'd take that absolutely. Joe Depp's loving it. I think that, and you know, you got the added Leeds vibe. I'm so far behind. If Goodmanson is judged on his last Sweden performance, then he's worth note as he was shocking, but on Leeds' performance he was great. He's definitely he's all Leeds, isn't he? 30 million for Gabby is an insult, and Leeds would be mad to consider such low offers. Yeah, fair. Hunter's in. Gary Monk. Is Monk a profession? Love it, BMG. Kevin Painter. Pretty sure, isn't he? Oh! Havertz is a good player, isn't he? But I think Havertz is like... Let me catch up before I start fucking banging on about stuff. Tomorrow's the match of the tournament. Norman. France versus Norway. Pretty mint what David Seaman, Bosch. MVG's always on fire. It's pretty mint what Ireland were on about, wasn't it? About them dickheads as well. French, even though I've got them in sweepstakes, I sort of want them to win it. But I hope. Footballers whose names are also occupations / professions, Luke. Jobs. Luke's in on it now. Paint at Fime Strike, top bins. Big paints. Wobber looks like a guy that gets beaten up for snitching. It's an interesting take, now, and I think it's extraordinarily accurate. I'm been shit at it, but I'm shit at them all, to be fair. Only Ampadu has a hands-off notice. Understood, 78 RPM. Is that what it is? David Seaman Wanker, is that a profession? We need VAR. If you're a seaman, you've got to be a seaman. I can't think of any either, Brett. Although I did say Kevin Prince Boateng. But I don't know if it's a stretch. We got away with King, so... These are so warm. And there's that other King, isn't there? Yeah, I actually think he's decent, but he's never really kicked on and did much. But should have run to the fridge really. See this. Run. Fast as you can, you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Struick and Gabby as individuals are replaceable, but the unit has gelled so well that I don't want us to break it up, says BMG. I don't want to break up the back line. Yes, Badgers. Yes, JLUFC. Is Pope any good, BMG? Pops of mint shout, Jay. I think that's a mint shout. We've drifted into the royal family, haven't we? But wibbly wobbly, wibbly wibbly. That's like back in Bo Selector days, Luke. Yes, Yorkshire Peacocks, welcome back, brother. A fowler is a bird trapper, says Jason Squire. If you need me to Google it, I will once I've caught up, because I'm sensationally far behind. Can we have a debate about who was the most punchable face in the whole of the Premier League? Some candidates being... I'm happy to... I mean, I think that's a clean slate, but I'll pull that up for you, Ali. If you're a dog, are you a bitch? 76% have said no. 24% have said yes. You biatch. Punchable face off. I mean, I don't think Enzo's... I don't really care about Enzo. But they're the options I've been given. So Enzo, I think this will be unanimous, but... Oh, Penandes. I mean, that should be. I know you've had me on earlier on with Longstaff, but that should be unanimous for me. But Fowler's given. Gates up. Ian Bishop, love it. BMG, we're getting all the fucking. I think Longstaff could end up at Coventry or Ipswich for around 15, 18 million, and he would get game time. Willie will end up in Italy around the same money part. I agree, Richard Todd on Nonto. I think he will go. I think he'll go abroad. I don't think he'll be shy about it. I think he'll be quite happy, somewhat as well, to go home. I don't know if Longstaff would want another promote. I think he'd be happier to fight for his place, though. Richard Todd, I would say, than go to one of the promoted teams because they're going down. And I think, truth be told, I think my best mate knows that. There's got to be an Italian left-back called Pablo Plummer. To Tarantino, the music score is as important as the movie itself. Pope is given and potentially shot of the night. Love it, BMG. Django and the Hateful Eight, two of my faves. I liked Django, Peter White, yeah. I like, what's my favourite Tarantino film? Fuck knows. Yes, Junk Monkey. Phil Driver. Welcome. Adam Pope, you need to respond to this text here, boys. Hang on, give us a sec. Sorry, boys. Adam Pope's got to go in. Surely, Lukey boy. It's sensational stuff. Well, the Chronic Man's spoken. Driver, I've not heard of VAR and yellow for simulation. If it's not real, let me catch up, BMG, and then I'll do the VARs. Because I'm frighteningly far behind. Stay loose, MVG. We love it. Balotelli. Balotelli. Hey up. Ecuador are in here. No. My brother went out with his sister. He's real. Says Junk Monkey. All I would say from that, Junk Monkey, is that perplexed me on the basis that your brother went out with his sister. Do you know what I mean? Because that sounds to me, Junk Monkey, like your brother went out with your sister. Do you know what I'm saying? Clip it up. Clip it up. This is a perfect shot for the underlap. This sounds to me like my brother went out with his sister. That sounds to me like your brother went out with your sister. And if that is the case, I would refer to Theo Von's statement, where if you respell sister, it spells the word resist, which I think is one of Theo Von's funniest ever jokes. My brother went out with his sister. Awesome stuff, Junk Monkey. I'm sorry to drag you through it like that, but still tickled me. It's a job. It's a full-time job. That's the thing about it. You know, you've got to keep, if you're going to fiddle kids and that, you've got to keep it well under, you know, just keeping that under wraps is hard enough, isn't it? Although you've got a whole system and team of people that sort of keep you with it, but fuck them. Not literally. Well, they do, but beer's kicking in. Is that I fucking forgot his name. Shea, whatever the fuck his name is. So bad with names, it's mental. Steve Surgeon, Canadian goalie from 1942. That's going to be a shot of the night, Ming. Nicky Weaver, that's a throwback as well. Ben Thatcher, BMG smashing it. 78 RPM. I follow Leeds United and the current manager players. The days of getting attached are history. If we are serious about progressing, that is. I think that in general anyway in football, 78 RPM. Hey up. Germany might be in here. Oh, it's a good challenge. Yeah, I think the days of getting attached to footballers is long gone, isn't it? Yeah, Miller. There's a couple of Millers, isn't there? Well, Miller that ripped up Archie Gray that day, wasn't it? Get up, Lukey. Don't let it stop. Don't be Googling it, Ming. Has Charlie Taylor been mentioned? I feel like he might have been. Miller's in. Taylor's in. Terry Butcher's been mentioned. Clem Fandango. The Nuki Browns working the woven. How's everyone been? An interesting way to kick it off, Yorkshire Peacocks. I hope you hoes. How have you all been? All on the good though, Yorkshire Peacocks. Good to see you, sir. Yeet up, Luke. Jamie Forrester, says BMG. I don't know, Forrester sounds dirty. And if your Uncle Steve said it. Where you next playing, Ali, and where? Let me come and have a watch. Not that I'm the arbitrator of like decent footballers, but I'll be up for watching it. To be fair, I'd be up for, you know, if any of you boys do play footy, I'd be well up for just coming down on a Sunday morning, just having bringing a 4-pack of Stella or something like a dickhead on the side at pitch and just giving it big. And me and my mate Cam used to do it. Well, Stig, some people might know Stig. Stig at Dump used to be in lives, and we'd go down to this lad's games on a Saturday called John Billy, and we'd just get pissed up and fucking be a couple of knobheads outside at pitch because obviously there's nobody watching. So if you have a few beers, you just, you know. Oh, lovely turn. Oh, big challenge. It's well won. They've both gone down. Does my head in when the tackler goes down. And I know they have to try and suggest that it was a 50-50, but just fucking jump up. I hate agreeing with RS so much, but Darlow, who's RS? At 400k, came here to be number 2. He had not even declared for Wales then, so I just wanted a job. I honestly, 78, I really don't think he came here. What do you mean? What do we mean? What we need to define what we mean then at this point. I just don't think he signed with the intention of being number 2. We'll pull it up. I can't believe it's 50-50 with Enzo and Fernandez, to be fair. That's crazy. Fernandez should be an absolute fucking stonewaller. Did Darlow sign in the Championship to be a number 2? I think he was hopeful and was told that Meslier would be moved on. I'm not sure what you're up to, Ming, but the red card is covering your mouth. Geared up, right, boy. I need to catch up, don't I? Because I'm bordering on an hour behind here. Riggs has got to be good. Cristiano Ronaldo has to be in that 11. As diving is a profession, and you know it, AO. Being a dickhead in, or he'd certainly be in. The only way is up. Baby! I'd not thought of that, but Darlow is probably okay with being second choice and trying to usurp the number 1. Yeah. I might have to have an hydration break here as well, boys, and that's going to put me even further behind. I need somebody to set control at comments for a second for me. Need AO on that moderation shit. I've got some steaks for later as well, although my mate's just texted me saying, are you out tonight? So it might be a Leeds jobby afterwards. Which, to be fair, right now in my head I'm bang up for, but in reality... The only way is up. Baby! Riggs in. Gray went for 40 million. Cree went for 25 million. Championship players. I would say, though, 78 RPM. And this is why you're definitely not my burner account. And I love you, brother. They were exceptional talents, weren't they? I don't think anybody would argue that Somerville wasn't the best player in the Championship the year that he got sold for 25 million. I thought 40 million for Gray was a bit crazy. But, you know, a youngster, having definitely, you know, been at a top club, we were definitely getting promoted the year after. I don't know. Southampton don't particularly fill themselves with... Oh, gander here. Oh, fuck off. It's putting me further behind. You're going to start getting pissed off for me. Yeah, finished 4th. 80 points, 15 points. $31 games. I don't know. I'm up for it. RPM. I certainly don't think he has the credentials that Somerville had that year. And I think Gray 40 million was nuts. But with respect to Gray and with respect to Tottenham, who have been shit, they're a bigger club out there than Leeds, having been not a bigger club, but a Premier League club out there where we're trying to. I don't know. I don't know. It's been done, Ena. It's been done, big man. What's a right, Jason Squires? I mean, there's Richard Wright. There's... But what's a right, though? What does a right get you? There's Richard Wright. There's obviously Ian Wright. Wayne Wright. I know we all criticise the scouting, but the last 2 or 3 years haven't been bad onwards and upwards, Jack. 8th to 10th next year. Gate up, Richard Todd. Love to see it, mate. 100%. Scout, we've been amazing, the signs we've made. Knocked it out of the park. Mason Mount, Ryan Mason, 2 wonderful ones there, boys. Jack, why didn't you buy a cheap portable air conditioner from Temu Amazon? I don't use TikTok, Roger Slick. And I can't be arsed wasting my money for like 4 days. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I'd go out and buy a portable fan if I were that way inclined, or a big fan in here, but I'd use it once a year. It's just pointless. I'll just put up with heat. I'll just sweat a bit. You know what I mean? It's quite all right. Like I've significantly cooled down from an hour and a half ago, so you know, nobody do it how he does it. But I'm gonna have to have a piss and a hydration break here, boys. So, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna noise you up, and then I think I'm gonna have to skip to the front because I'm so far behind on comments. Oh, I might have to do a flash fire. Might have to do a quick fire. I'll just fly through comments. Huh? What's going on? Why? What the fuck is going on? Oh, fuck's sake. No. Why is that one working and not this one then? Right, boys, I'll be back. I'm pissed stop. Hydration break. Back up with some beers. I'll leave you with a tune. If I lose any of you, I'll never forgive any of you. The only way is clunge, baby. Get that down your chops. BRB.
Looking around and I'm taking
boys are back in the barracks. As AP, Alan Partridge would say. Yes, boys. Bob and a distinct lack of Mimi. We've not seen Roller Blunt and Mimi, have we, often? Not muchly. Right, I'm going to have to fly through these. I'm not going to fly through them, but by the start of the second half, I want to be on top of. See, I think it's dropped by, I'd say, from my feel, I say 10 degrees it's dropped. Because I'm sort of frustrated now that I'm not sweating. So I felt like I was at work earlier, you know, an hour and 50 minutes ago. I felt like I was working my way into the evening. Do you know what I mean? And now I'm thinking... That's what I mean, fucking getting an air conditioning unit and then being cold 2 hours later. Yes, right, we're on the move here. Charles is Ampadu's apprentice and you know it's 78 RPM. I fully admit to cheating and will walk off head held high. Lorimer is a bridle maker, apparently. Junk Monkey, apparently you can cheat. Apparently using Google's not necessarily a bad thing. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, how about that? BMG, the gift that keeps on giving, my man. Mason Mount's in and you know it. You turd. You turdy bastard. Paul Butler, definitely, or possibly has been said, but Butler's a shout. Also, Butler's always remind me of that guy from Tomb Raider. Not seen by the ref, so we'll take Lorimer controversially. Love it, BMG. Does everyone see how much better, smarter, cooler, hipper the underlap lap with the Lord MVG is? You know it, boys. The legendary brings it. Straight red for abusing the ref. You've gone, mate. Hopefully you're back in by now, but fuck VAR. Junk Monk, appreciate you, brother. Jack defending my long staff. Are you boasting, sir? I would never do that all boxed up. I will defend my long staff to the death, but never to boast. Vinnie Jones the butcher. He's a butcher. Longstaff is injury prone. I disagree, and I wouldn't mind at all if we can sell or part exchange him. This part exchange AO is, I think, is a figment of your imagination. It's like champ manager shit. This part exchange stuff. I don't think that's happened for about 15 years. As part exchange. Butler's in. I'm a 97p man. Make 97p the new norm. We'd love to see it, Ali. We certainly would. Richard Todd would love to see an old school photo with Farker, new contract, and 3 new signings, scarves and shirt included. They're the best ones, aren't they? In the stadium, in the stand, Richard Todd. They're the ones we love to see. I think above 20 mil will be bonuses, so it won't matter. That's fair shout. Schumacher's brilliant shout. Yes, MVG, fear not. Seeing as how it's Chelsea, I'd not take anything less than 35 for Gabby. That's also a good shout, BMG. Another poll, you know it. My man, JT. Thank you very much, MVG. I'm all right, John Pepper. I'm sure you've probably gone because it's probably an hour ago since you commented. Brewster, you got to brew it. I actually like Ryan Brewster, and I don't know why, just because I laugh at Sheffield every now and again. Not much call for aircon in the hovel. What with no windows or doors? Yeah, the draft is... what the fuck? Sort of weird thing on my back. There's a fucking ghoul in the room. I voted yes, I want to keep Longstaff, thinking he will go. He's not the same as wanting. That's a fair shout as well, 78 RPM. Schumacher, the dirty bastard, should have been put away for that assault on Battiston. It's remembered well. It is remembered well. Paul Mariner. Bobby Gynologist, rather. Are you booking yourself for that, BMG? Nobody's above the law. Mariner's getting a wowzer. Take one for the team, BMG. To be fair, Jack has wanted Longstaff forever, and you know it, Ming. Tanner, get him up, Jason. Andy Carroll is on management side, but also hoping to play 38 games for a non-league. Understood. Is there a player called Fisher? There's got to be a Fisher. Germany won. It's fucking half time here. She's getting shit. It's last referee. Global Bradford comment was my attempt at humour. That does not surprise me, Roger Slicker. See, I feel like I'm moving well fast and I'm not catching up. Rob Bowman played for us briefly. I actually remember he played versus Scum as a young lad. Left quite soon. Germany up now, 1-1. Great tip of subject to help cool down. Off subject. Put your wrist under a cold tap. That does work. Oh, it works, Richard Todd. My mum told me that, you know. Because I used to have this thing. I don't know whether it's like a young man's thing. But like just before like night out and stuff, like getting ready and that, I'd be fucking red hot. And like, I think when I don't know whether it's some sort of puberty thing or something. I don't know. But like, I won't go through puberty when I was 18. But it's just like, I just remember being about 20 and being fucking red hot on nights out all the time and stuff. Mum was like, just put your wrist under cold water. And it's a godsend, is that, Richard Todd? That is some sensational. If I could pin the comment, I'd pin the comment. But I can't. That's all she requires, all boxed up. There comes the Scottish. Abbott, Nicky Tanner. Fuck it, why does... While the relationship between Scotland and England is generally friendly and deeply intertwined, some Scots express resentment towards England. The friction largely stems from long-standing political imbalances, historical grievances, culture clashes, and fierce sporting rivalries. So, no. Can't give me a decent reason. I don't know. It's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? Early 200. They're all white, like all extremely white. Jim White is Scottish, that is for sure. Don't get on omelettes. I will go mental. The worst thing to happen to omelettes was prick TV chefs turning it into a joke, speed thing. Stay away from omelettes. I love an omelette. Gotta be honest. Bailey's a job, innit? It's also a drink, which gets straight in there for me. I'm never going to catch up here, boys. I'm going to have to, for the first time in a long time, skip. Dogs don't ask for permission to shag, they just do it. So jump on the bitch. And take the ramifications. Walker like a dog walker. Love that, Jason Squires. That's mint. Jason Knight, get him in. I'm going to have to skip out. I'm getting shit now for being so far behind. 1-1, yes indeed. It's half time. Try to get done before the second half starts here. Tyler Roberts is in. He's got to be in. Get up, JT. Appreciate you, brother. You haven't bailed on the foot pigs, have you, nah? We need... I'd be all over it, Brett. We'll make it happen, mate. Fletcher's in. Is there a brewer in football? There's a Brewster, isn't there? Nah. Talking of jabs, Moses versus Ergovic. Going to be a great fight, but I think Moses has more skills and speed to win by stoppage. I think Moses, yeah. I'm gonna have to skip, boys. The game is 1-1, Luke. A miller works in a mill. Paul Robinson, actor profession in Neighbours. There's a family joke with Paul Robinson. A Coleman, love it. Hunter's got to be in. That's going in the big book of JackCity quotes. I don't know which one's that, MVG. I don't know what I've said. I'm on the catch up here, boys. I need to get to front a little bit, or it's just, there's a level of There's a level of being behind that nobody can handle. Please re-explain this to me, boys. I don't know what I've said. Prince Boateng, yes, what a screamer. Sympathy, though. I don't want it out of fucking sympathy. Being an alien's a job, and you know it. MVG, the greatest, mate. The Hatmaker Milner, Keith Alien. And you know it, War Piglet. Brett, let War Piglet know when the next meet-up is we're on about doing. What week are we on about? I don't even remember that one, to be fair, but I know reading that MVG that it's definitely something I've said, so MVG is the boy. I 100% know I've said that. We need to get Lockie in there. Lockie's got to be in there. We don't win the game without Lockie. And, you know, surely not. Schumacher. I'm overeating, brother. Right, we're at the piss song. Is this the piss song? 40 million for Gray was 90% for his potential. Somerville was more on performance. Yeah, and the fact that we stayed down and we just, you know... Take it easy, BMG. Appreciate you, man. Cheers, big man. You're a legend, mate. Honestly, I know you've gone now. I'm actually nearly catching up here, which is BMG getting the love. BMG deserves some serious love, honestly. We appreciate you. Oh, I was so bad at long throws, Brett. Yes, War Piglet. Get it done. My boy Luke, you're a legend, mate. I know, Brett. I can, you know, I'm not comparing it to my two kittens, but I sort of panic about them because they're not moving. They're just lying down all the time. So it's like fucking. Butler reminds me of Ash Jeeves. Yes, Ena. Kyle Walker, I know War Piglet's a legendary, the dog walker. And you know it. It's all about winging it, but BMG did say that Google want out of bounds. I forgot about fucking Harrison. Nobody will be part exchanging them players though. It don't happen. Me Julie would love Dr. Farker merch. Should I be jealous? No, War Piglet. Hang on in there, brother. It doesn't happen anymore. Don't matter. Don't happen anymore here. I think you can. Right, I'm going to reward myself with a beer for catching up here. I think you can Google it. My ruling there would be. See, it's warmed up already. How fucking frustrating. How ultimately frustrating. I think you can Google it like there, Ena, in the Deschamps sense, where you go like, I'm pretty sure that's a profession. That's the Google. But what I disagree with just Googling names that are a profession and then just working from there. I've no problem with you thinking Deschamps and then going, right, let me work on that. Because that's like, you know, if I were writing some bars, I'd be lying if I've not thought, right, does that actually make sense? Like, you know, I've rhymed a few of these words together. Like, I really want to put that in there, but does that make sense to this? Like, I'm thinking that, you know, and then letting it aid what you've done. But when you just put in, like, into ChatGPT, give me the names, write me a rap about shagging 30 bitches in one night. You know, that's cheating, isn't it? Although Brett's not having any of it. And then straight on Paul Ming. Yeah, it's from the start. That's what I mean. That's where I'm at. Gunnar Haller has got to be... BMG's potentially gone now, War Piglet. But that has got to be... That's got to be a shot at night. Hit them likes and you know it, JT. Back in the building. With the boy, the girl, growing up too fast. We appreciate you, JT. You're a ledge, mate. Only problem is my comment on cooling the wrist is when you've had 9 out of 10 Bacardi and Coats and you just simply forget making the bed is enough. Oh yeah, there's a point of booze, Richard Todd, where you're hitting the sack and it's time to sweat it out. You don't want to cool down. You're hoping that, you know, the more you can get out throughout the night, the more you work off, basically. I don't want to be cold in bed when I know I've got a fucking hanging hangover coming in the morning, and you know it. Boots Ellis, Ming. Trust the Dutch to be playing tonight when I've got to be up in the morning. Are you fond, Brett? Are you fond at Dutch? What time are you up, big man? Yes, Brett. What you saying, War Piglet? And what's everybody saying, guys? What's everybody saying? That is the next meet-up. We're going to do the weekend of the 25th of September. To be fair, June, July, August, September. I need to absolutely confirm that with you, Brett, because I do know me and Nikita are on about she's booked a week off and she'll be fucking livid if it's on that weekend. But I don't think it is, Brett. But give me a couple of days on that. Remind me of it. Hey, up, is that a penalty shout immediately? She's give it. Germany have got a penalty. Havertz goes down. She's gone down. No, she ain't gone down. Well, I know Boots Ennis, Ming. Beast. Is this a foul? Is it? I think, you see, this is where we cross over, boys. Because I mean, that's a foul as well if we're going to get soft on it. I just think, for me, when you stay on your feet, I think when you go down in box, or when you're not on your feet, I just think you're being a fucking idiot. What's the decision on? Because if it's a penalty, there might be a foul there. Does it matter if he slipped, Shearer? It can only be the build-up, this. See that in... Well, that's a foul, isn't it? So they're going to give that. But I think that's soft as shit, you see. She's going to give the foul, which is... What do you think to that? What are you... I don't know how to get... What are your thoughts on that, boys? I mean, it's a little... He's lost the ball, hasn't he, really? He's beat the man, and then he's lost the ball. Because he's well stood up in here. Well, it was a foul. But he's gone down because he's lost the ball, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's fucking doing me head in a bit, gameplay, really. So that's not a penalty. Ah, fuck it. Who cares? Alan Judge was a goalie, says Peter White. Appreciate you, brother. Wrists under a cold tap never worked for me until I was told to turn the tap on. Roger Slicker, I must state, That's like where you've got to read the instructions, you know, for something that shouldn't need the instructions. It's a thing that passed into RPM. It's a champ man hype. It does not happen anymore. It's not worth it for teams. It's not. There's nothing you could part exchange. It's not. It's not. Well, it's not worth it. There's nothing in it for teams. I would rather do a bird in a G string than a cheese string. Than eat a cheese string. I mean, dependent on bird, said bird. I mean, all boxed up I'm with you, and you know it, and don't forget it. But there is also a time just for a cheese string. You know, there's certain birds I'd rather do in a G string than eat a cheese string. But, you know, what about both at the same time? Keir Starmer is an over 50s walking footballer. His dad was a toolmaker. That tickled me, Roger Slicker, because he's always banging on about his dad being a toolmaker. Why would you put an part X, a better player, to receive a lesser one? Quinton Fortune is not only a hell of a shout, JT. Because he's definitely not come up. If BMG were, it'd be shot at night, I think. When did they disallow part player swap deals? I don't think it's disallowed. It's just not worth it for clubs, is it? You'd have to do it on the dealer as well. I don't think it's... There's far too much... Well, you imagine, AO, how much you can like inflate or deflate a player's worth by saying he's involved in that deal. Because you could suggest that somebody that is not the market value of, you know, 15 million, but the clubs could come to agreements. It'd be a mess. Kimar Roof, to be fair, I can't... There's been a Roof, Richard Todd. Brett's Roof. And Gunner quality. Is that actually true, MVG? I'm fucking up for Googling that. Does alcohol... That might be what's happened to me. Make you cold. Yes, alcohol makes you colder by causing blood vessels to dilate and increases blood flow to your skin. Fucking hell, MVG. That might be what's developed upon me. Because I'm fucking... I could go for a jog or something, or do a bit of Brett shadow boxing up in this bitch. Nobody do it how he does it. Understood, Brett. Understood. Understood, Brett. Understood. How many England internationals did we have under Wilkinson, Graham and O'Leary? I won't be able to say Wilkinson and Graham, to be fair. O'Leary, I don't know if Ferdinand were playing for England at the time. Boy, you never really got in the squad, did he? Which I actually thought pretty harsh, but we won in midfield in them years, to be fair. But, you know, I can't tell you how much I rate Boy. MVG knows, but I do. And I do think he should have been in squad. I actually thought there were a few of us really that were quite harsh on. But other than it's awful. They might be in here. It's not the best pass from Sane or from Havertz, sorry. I'm up for this, Leeds man, lad. Best up front cure for a hangover is to get some vitamin C from Amazon. Ascorbic acid, 2 scoops in water, and drink before bed. Been there and have multiple t-shirts. Shit like that freaks me out for some reason, Leeds man, which is ridiculous, because if it was in like an alcoholic drink, and this isn't me trying to be a legend and hard, but if it was in an alcoholic drink at like 3 in the morning, I won't ask the question. You know, the amount of like, I'm just, again, not trying to be a legend, but you get given something while I'm DJing at end at night and it's like a fucking baby Guinness or whatever, you just whip that down, you're not bothered about it. If somebody says, oh, it's a vitamin C this from Amazon, some ascorbic acid, put a couple of scoops in this and some water, it'll sort you right out, I'd be like, oh, Oh no, that freaks me out. But you know, getting given something that I don't even know what it is. The shot's called puke or something, and you know, you just send it straight in, straight down at you. Ridiculous, horrendous decision, Peter White. Both what I've just been saying and the actual too much diving going on, JT. You know, my mum actually says this, and my mum knows a little bit about football. You know, she's pretty mint with it. And then normally her pick for World Cups and Euros and stuff, she normally gets it bang on. And she doesn't, I would say, I'm sure she'd be fine with me saying she doesn't watch tons of it nowadays. But obviously she's grown up with 3 boys and we all watched it. So she sort of had to get into it. And she's got like an instinct for this stuff. And she said years ago they're all starting to dive and it's all becoming like a, but she means it like in the way you mean it there, JT. And it creates a major problem. When everybody's going down and everybody's like, when nobody's playing honestly. I mean, you could argue then the cheaters get away with it. So, do you know what I mean? So then they go down and then the ref's more inclined to go, well, nobody's cheating. So if you go down, do you know what I'm saying? I just think the days of even like Michael Owen saying, oh, well, I went down because it was a stupid challenge. Sané, bad touch from Sané there. The days of like going down because it's a fucking silly challenge, that's gone. I don't mind that era where you go, well, no, he's made contact with me. He's flying in penalty box. It's a stupid challenge. I'm going down. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas everybody's just looking for any contact now. It's, oh, I'm down. That lad there on the halfway line, he lost the ball. That's the reality. He did get a touch from Sané or Havertz or whoever it was. I think it was Sané. But it didn't bring him down. And he goes down because he's about to lose the ball. And then it goes, and VAR just fucked it because the ref's not give it. The ref's right to not give it. But have you got that game on, Brett? I went with Germany just because, well, just because I went with Germany. The B shit, yes, War Piglet. When you can't confirm meeting your online mates because fuck Sky. And you know it, War Piglet. No, it's confirmed for September. I'm on about, you know, I don't want to bring Big Brett up for weekend and then not be here. But to be fair, just pick a weekend and I'll just make an excuse for Nikita Love and then just be like, oh, lads are up front and she's chilled. She'll be like, oh, and she I don't think she's got the best memory, so I think she'll be like, sure we were meant to be doing something this weekend. I'll be like, oh, no, I said to you months ago this. This is Mint Richard Todd. Last 8, Argentina, Brazil, Germany, France, Portugal, England, Mexico, and everyone's opinion. Brett says England and Brazil won't make the last 8. I don't know how it'll fall in the... We're gonna as the competition goes, boys. I'll genuinely start going live a little bit more with the. I'll start actually. There's just been that many games, and I've been watching them like fleetingly, and then I've been a bit knackered and watching them. But when it reduces after group stages, we'll actually get stuck in. I think it'll be pretty mint. I mean, I've really enjoyed this World Cup. I just love having it on like this where I'm not really bothered about it. Do you know what I mean? That's my favourite thing about football, when it's just on fucking relentlessly and you just think, oh, well, there's a game on at 11. I've been saying to Nikita Love, like, relentlessly when she gets home from work, Paul asks, she goes, well, watching fucking Taken 3 or whatever. I'm like, I don't know, Brazil are on at 11. She's like, well, are you bothered about the game? I'm like, not really, but I do kind of want to watch it because I'm not bothered. Couldn't give a shit about Germany versus Ecuador, do you know what I mean? But I do want to watch it, so... Ena. To be fair, if anybody's to take over from BMG, Ena, take the reins, brother. Is Brett shadowboxing different from regular shadowboxing? I don't know, MVG. I saw a bit of the shadow. Well, no, to be fair, Brett wanted to fucking... He didn't want to shadow box me. He wanted to spar with me, truth be told. But I wasn't allowed to spar back. And truth be told, that would have not been something that I'd want to do with Brett anyway. I won't want to enter a spar with Brett because I'd have either ended up with a flat nose or a bloody nose, that is for sure. Example, Jack, 20 million plus Peru or DJ to sign Charles Lols. But he's only worth 25 million. They've said they want 25. So surely you'd be better off getting 10 million for Peru, 10 million for DJ, and then just buying him for 25. Then you've bought him for 5, haven't you? You got rid of both. They're done. Man City signed Anderson for 130 million. Is that actually true, Peter White? Because I know they were in for him. Fuck me, yeah, it's going in, yeah. Absolute legendary, Peter White. We're breaking fucking news here. We're global, baby. Yes, Peter White. Legendary, mate. That is crazy money to me, though, dude. 130 million. Do you think Elliot Anderson's 130 million? I'm going to have to pull that up. The poll here is, did Darlow sign in the Championship to be number 2? 80% think yes. That's a madness to me. That's a madness. Is Anderson worth 130 mil? 130 mil. 130 mil. 130 mil. Elliot Anderson. Fucking hell. It's disallowed because of football accounting. Rightly so, as it's easy to exploit. Every player has to be treated as separate deals, just like Gray and Rodon were. Yeah, you can definitely have. That's what I mean. You can do stuff sort of underhanded, can't you, RPM, and go like, look, have conversations, but you have to buy them. But the exchange is definitely done. That's what we love about Einar, though. You know, he steps out whenever he fucking, you know, he's in the wings. But that's why you need people like Einar in the wings, don't you? So that when they do step in, you go, he fucking means it when he steps in. They're the best people, you know, like when you're in Boozer, and lad that's pretty agreeable, and you know, and he just goes, oh, I actually think you've been a bit out of order, and it's like, oh fucking hell, well, I think you're probably right. To be fair, I think he did call it last night. 25%, Brett. To the belly, MVG. I had to work that out. We're on about the belly punch there. Let me punch him belly. Parag made me. Yes, Enar, you know it. Parag's making fucking Enar step in where he's needed. 10% on the shadow, MVG. It's a waste of energy, and you know it, Brett. Whoa! What's... I think Ecuador potentially been a bit better than Germany here, really. Ref should kick players in the jazz and book them for diving. I'd rather VAR really got stuck into diving than all else, really. Really just went, he's had you on there. So if Ecuador win, they go through. I'm going to be a bit pissed up married here, boys. But tough luck, fuck it. We've only got to go around to Big Steve's tomorrow and sort his printer out. Then I need to sort a few tracks out because I've got a big day on Saturday, boys. Oh, keeper's collected. He's done well. Ref should kick players in the ass. I preferred in the jazz. I preferred in the jazz, AO, because I thought you meant the knackers there, in the jazzers. Batty, Robinson, Martin, Rio, Fowler, Boyers, Mills, Rocastle, Milner, Huckabee. Milner won't have been in. Huckabee won't have been in, will he? Huckabee won't have fucking made it into that squad, will he? Where Huckabee in England squad while at Leeds. Huckabee in England squad. I don't remember Huckabee. No senior caps. He never received a call up. So you're chatting shit, Roger Slicky. You try to have me on. Batty definitely played. Robinson definitely played because he had some howlers. Martin was on the bench, wasn't he? Rio, yes. Fowler, not while he were at Leeds. I don't think Fowler will have got in squad. Was Fowler in the England squad while at Leeds? Fair enough, he was in the England squad while at Leeds. He had 4 international caps while at Leeds. That's fair enough. I've let you off with that one. I don't know how much Bowyer must have got in an England squad, did Bowyer? But I think, I don't want to be disrespectful to these boys, but only under 21s. Only under 21s, Roger Slicker. I always thought that's where the Bowyer for England thing came from, wasn't it? It was called up after being banned from international selection because of his court case, was named its senior squad. Friendly against Portugal. But again, I don't want to do the Roy Keane thing, but if you can trap a ball, you play for your fucking... if you're at top level, if you can trap a ball... I mean, Milner definitely can't have played for fucking England while he were at Leeds. Did Milner... James Milner did not play senior England national team while at Leeds. So you've got about a 50-50 ratio here. Huckabee, no. Milner, no. Fowler, you've got away with. Bowyer, again, you got away with because Mills did just because we were fucking... Remember that dickhead banging on about it. Batty, to be fair, I don't know if Batty played while he were at Leeds because Batty came quite early doors. I don't think he played for us when he missed the penalty, for instance, did he? Did Batty play for England? I'm trusting fucking AI with this, by the way. Play for England while at Leeds because then when he came back, he were older, wasn't he? 14 appearances, to be fair, out of his 42 England caps while he were at Leeds United, yeah. So you're working at a 50% ratio, which we'll take, Roger Slicky. We're not breastfed about it. Yes, Richard Todd. Someone told me many moons ago, before going out on the piss, put a chair on your bed. Hang on a minute. Put a chair on your bed with some headache tablets and a glass of water on the chair, and you'll take them when you get in. No hangover. On the bed. I mean, by the side of the bed, I've heard done, Richard Todd, but what a touch that is, to be fair, he's in. Oh, Verts has done well there initially, and I'm not his biggest fan. Just on the bed, I've never heard. I've heard by the side of the bed, potentially Richard Todd. Brett, to be fair, I think refs have been decent the majority of games, letting the games play, but without blowing. Brett, I'm glad you've said that, man, because I actually think they have been pretty lenient about stuff and just been pretty brave. It's so strange, isn't it? I do think the World Cups are generally refed quite well. I know there's obviously massive moments where they fuck up, like Lampard goes over the line and stuff like, there's huge moments. I don't know if that were in World Cup or Euros, to be fair, but same thing. They're all run by FIFA. They are quite firm with it, aren't they? Do you think there's too much football otherwise, genuinely? Let me try and refine what I'm actually trying to say, but do you think it's like just in the Premier League and stuff, there's just that many games, that many refs, that many, like, they're not being watched. It's not like sticking to something, do you know what I mean, where you just think, well, fuck it, it's 8 games. The refs will probably do a maximum of, well, how many games does a ref do at World Cup? At FIFA World Cup, a head referee typically officiates between 1 and 4 matches over the courses of a tournament. Do you know what I mean? So if it's not like there's no like fatigue kicks in. I'm not saying that in Premier League. I'm not saying it's a fatigue thing, but there's definitely got to be a bit of a leniency thing, hasn't there? And if they're all, I don't know how it works because I couldn't be asked reading the rest of it, but if they're all working towards going into the latter stages, they will be looking at who's performed the best one and then let the game go, and like there'll be some big decisions to be made and stuff. It's a good comment, Brett. I can't remember the advice, Richard Todd, other than the leaving it as long as you're on your own with the chair above the bed. Total attendance is a world record. I think that is. How's that poll getting on? For once, we're all in. I mean, granted, it's only had 13 votes and there's 30 watching. Get your vote in there, boys, because I'm interested, genuinely. Do slap a vote in there. 100% currently, after 13 votes, have said Anderson is not worth 130 million. That is fucking mental. DJ's not going anywhere. It's in Harry's contract. Dan stays. Get up. 78 RPM. Dan don't go nowhere. Big up Marianakis, says all boxed up, and you know it. Told him what he wanted for him and got it. Now that's a fucking businessman who takes no fucking about. I mean, they'd all piss and moan about him, wouldn't they? But, if he's pulling 130 million, that's... Because do you think he's worth that all boxed up? I think that's like spacker money. That's like just lost it money. Like you just get rid of my money. I think they'll go. I don't think Enzo's the man. It worries me because I don't want Arsenal winning again. Because without a World Cup or a Euros in summer, I don't care what any Arsenal fans say. It's definitely been like subdued by the fact we go straight into these games. Oh, fuck me. That's a wild mistake. They're in here. Ecuador are in. It's gone wide. Fuck me. That's a wild mistake. I don't know whose fault it is, whether it's keeper or defender here, but... Oh, it's a bit of both, isn't it? Whoa, I see Neuer there. Whose fault's that, boys? Are you boys watching game? Neuer just... No, you see, it's kind of soft. I mean, defender has taken it off him. But you have to just blast him out way, don't you? We speak about this a lot, don't we, when we see Meslier problems. Keeper's just got to come out and blast them out. It's like, I'm here to take over. You what, Roger Slick? What do you mean? I think we need to improve on Darlow, though, still. This is what would tickle me. This idea that, now Darlow's the man because Man U came in for him, allegedly. Darlow's not the man now, is he? Darlow's huge scepticism over him in reality. It's not. I've not changed my mind. I'd just rather spend my money elsewhere. My money, our money elsewhere, not our money either. Their money elsewhere. I think he'll do us for another year while we're not competing for top prizes. I think if you're going to win the league, we're going to need a far better keeper, aren't we? Like we are every single player in the team. Jury's still out on Darlow. He's dog shit on ball. He can flap a little bit. He can flap a bit on corners and stuff. I mean, he fucked up a few times last year, but we got away with it because we got beat 5-0. So it doesn't really matter. But I'm Team Darlow. I like him. I don't know, RPM. I think they're just going for it. I don't think if the Saudis are out to go by, I just don't think they give a shit about out, do they? I think they'll do it within reason. I don't think they'll deliberately fuck themselves over. But I know what you're saying. But do you know what I'm saying? I think they'll just go for stuff. I don't know. That's the fucking cat or the wind or her. Yeah, I just think they'll just keep moving as they move and think, well, if more charges come down the line, fuck them. That Marinakis has got his fucking head screwed on. 130 million, that's Forest with a new team again. Literally, another 15 players come in, don't they, Richard Todd? To be fair, when I'm out in the boozer, I'm never that guy. My man, Ina, in the wings. Stay loose. What is going on? I think Bambi wants to see me, boys. Morning, boys, men, and the wannabes. Mr. Whitesnake, get up. The snake's getting some love. Yes, Mr. Whitesnake getting the love that he rightly deserves. Ivory Coast 2-0, Brett. Has that been a decent game, dude? Send my love to Karen. Another member of the power couples we've got, Mr. Whitesnake and Karen. Darwin's always been around. Klinsman, Franny Lee. I mean, Franny Lee, to be fair, Franny Lee were from the era where even when you were diving, you were still getting barbecued. So Sane's in, took a touch. Sane. See, Sane takes a touch there, totally murks the defender, and then I feel I'm not going to tell Leroy Sane how to get hold of a ball because he's a beast. Although I do think his career's... I do think he's slowed down a bit, and it's perhaps a bit rude of me on the basis that I don't watch German football. But he was so mint for Man City. Although I do think a few right-backs had his number, to be fair. Oh, what a block. Sane takes a touch there. He's got loads of time. Seems to move too quick. We need to find someone in Leeds that sells Breverin for Ina when he comes over. Get a few drinks down and watching him. Yes. Yes, MVG. See, that touch there, it takes him away. He's got more time there. Slow down, Sane. But he knows better than anybody. Well, not better than anybody, but better than like 5% of the world. Absolutely, MVG. Watch Ina move from the wings to centre stage and watch him go and pull him back into the wings. When Ina goes, oh my God, they've scored. Ecuador have scored, boys. Fuck me, they're going through. Fuck me. What does that do to... What does that do to group? It's not updated yet. They're still on 7 points, so they'd go to... They go to 6 points. Ecuador would be on 4 points, would they? Oh, fucking Neuer again there. I love Neuer, but that is not nowhere near aggressive enough there. Yeah, so it's updated. So Germany on 6 points, still top the group. Ivory Coast with them. Ecuador probably go up, so it doesn't really matter, to be fair, in terms of the table. It just means Ecuador go through, won't it? Fuck me, they're going again here, Ecuador. Where Ecuador ranked? To be fair, Ecuador, yeah, 23rd in world, so that, also provided significantly more than Scotland. That's what I mean about the third team. It's just a bit shit. Who's a batty? Batty gal, big batty gal. Ah, Lass is a big batty gal. How about Woodgate? See, I don't remember Woodgate with many international, but he must have played. Jonathan Woodgate, England. He must have. Only 8 senior caps. That seems fucking mad to me. Did Woodgate play? Only 8 England caps for a player like him. He was he was terribly injury prone though, wasn't he, to be fair. Did Woodgate play for England while at Leeds? Must have done. When he went to Madrid, I can't imagine. Yeah, he played 4 times. Yes, knocked it out of park, mate. Woodgate, I think Woodgate. Although, again, I don't want to say golden generation, but it also was, wasn't it? Yes, all boxed up, and you know it. Don't you forget it, mate. What is Alan? An Alan primarily functions as a masculine given name. Piss off. I put, is Alan a job? No, Alan is not a job title. However, Alan often appears in employment searches because it is the name of several well-known companies and recruitment agencies. Alan Associates, Alan Recruitment, Alan and Company, Alan Career Institute. So unfortunately not 78 RPM, but BMG's gone now. So tough luck. Not tough luck on your behalf, mate, I just mean. VAR's been better in this comp. I don't know how they I do know how they managed it. It's just they're more competent, aren't they, Peter? But I do think they roll better than I do, yeah. I don't watch any of it anymore. I'll just I find it. I think it's 50 Shades of Grey, man. Honestly, I can't be arsed with it. I think they're both probably mates. Froch, I love if we're just talking about boxing, but when he gets embroiled in these things, I think he comes across like a ball bag. It's just boring. I think the top leagues have scrutiny. The lesser leagues probably care less about little kicks and bumps. I do think it comes down. I think every game's proper. Sounds like a soft thing to say, Brett, but every game's proper individual in it. So I've watched Championship games. I've even watched Premier League games of Leeds last year where the ref has not just been soft from the first minute, and then the teams adapt and they just get on with what the ref is and isn't going to give. So on that Sunday League hype where manager would go, this ref's a dickhead, don't say out to him, and then nobody really does. I don't know. They set the tone, don't they? Whereas I do think the World Cups and the Euros and stuff, they set the tone in totally. As a Sunderland fan, you should like Batty. The guy probably hated Newcastle more than you guys. Get up, Ina. We love a bit of David Batty over in this bitch. If a club pays 130 million, does that include wages or separate from that? Well, it's all in, innit? It says 130 million they've paid for. Won't be wages, that, Mr. Whitesnake. Serious question. If Dan James' stats fit, will his pace be useful as an impact sub? So pissed off with people slagging off as if they forgot promotion season. Dan James also been decent for Scum, hasn't he? You know, as off at bench and stuff. I won't be poo-pooing him yet, 78 RPM. He certainly needs to get fit. Obviously, that's a dumb thing to say. Definitely needs to get fit and be available a lot more. But we all get hunkered down, don't we, a little bit too often, I think, with this, like, not you, RPM, I just mean everybody. You can't help but do it. Me, everybody. Like starters, as though like we need, like Dan James has to go. He doesn't have to go. He's more than useful. Do you know what I mean? Like we just need him fit, and like 10 minutes out of him every 3 weeks. Like if we've improved significantly, and you get 20 minutes out of him, because he is a threat. He is a threat. Top World Cup refs played an average of 5 games, including adjudicating the semi-final or final, and earning 60,000 at last World Cup. Well, yeah, I think they probably deserve a bit more than that, to be fair, if you're going to pay players stuff. Separate, Mr. Whitesnake. Yeah, certainly is. Certainly is, E9, no wings. Not watching the World Cup. No interest in it unless Mexico reach the final. Why Mexico, Are you Mexican? Viva la Mexico! So you pay 130 million and then have to pay wages plus any extras, wages. Could be anything over 80, or be over 80 grand a week. Money must grow on trees. It certainly does in Saudi Arabia, Mr. Whitesnake, but it's 100% on more than 80 grand a week. If you're paying 130 million for a player, you can only imagine what that fucker's on a week. What's the average? What's the average Man City player on a week? The average, this is fucking, that is insane. I mean, I knew it'd be high, but I suppose the highest, but I don't know whether this, so rotation players, yeah, that's what I mean, like the younger players. Fuck me. The average is between 150,000 and 200,000 a week. Now, that's a massive number, but average, including like your lower players, like your young players and stuff, I thought it must be lower just on the basis that. So what I'm saying there, Mr. Whitesnake, if he's coming in as 130 million, he ain't on 80,000. Bernardo Silva's on 300,000. Jack Grealish is on 300,000. Erling Haaland's on 525,000. You don't pay 130 million. The rotation players and the younger players, squad rotation pieces and younger talents can earn anywhere from 50,000 to 150,000. It's fucking obscene. That's what I mean, 78 RPM, just go for it. Like, what's it? Wait, captain goes down with ship, doesn't he? Let's fucking, we die here together, like, just, I'm not stopping now. If you're coming for me, it's like, let's get in trouble for summit. Whipped in, it's good delivery, cleared. The point on Darla was settling for bench or number 2 spot. Don't change the narrative. I don't believe I'm changing the narrative, Roger. I think I've said what I meant from the offset, to be fair, dude. I think Darlow signed thinking that Meslier would be moved on and would become the number 1. I mean, setting for a bench player, he didn't have a lot of choice. It's not like you can sign and then piss off, is it, after 2 weeks when you go, well, where's Mez? Why is Mez still here? So I don't think I've changed the parameters, but... I'm going to pull my last poll at night. Can confirm that only 6% of people think Anderson's worth 130 million. And the 6%, whoever that is fucking nuts. Have we wrote... Perry off too early? Now... The reason why I would say no, Peter White, and I got a bit of shit for having a bit of a go at Perry, but which is absolutely fine because I'm bang up for it. This is why we do the channel, Linux. There's actually a conversation occurring, and I do appreciate your boys' opinions. And maybe I definitely was overzealous with Perry. And I was just a bit radgy and like just try to be funny with it. 7 minutes I did on here. I just think with a keeper, it's stuff that I don't think he can improve on. If he'd fucked up a few times, which he did as well, but I won't even be that bothered about that. But it's like his strength. He's a big fucking bastard. He's meant to be good on ball. He's not. Fine. He can throw it far. Good. Nice one. Gimmick stuff. He punches it instead of throwing it. Whatever. But like from corners and making bad decisions coming out. His bad decisions you could potentially get out of. He's maybe overcompensating. But from corners and stuff, Peter White, he's just not good enough. Edge up box. Oh, it's a good tackle. It's gone out wide. Germany is good block again. 150 per week, yeah, Ena. It'll be on serious money. If you paid 130 million, it's just obvious, really. You paying 130 million, the player would go, well, he's offside. Well, I'm a 130 million pound player, so I want 200 grand. Like, why would you pay 130 million and then go, oh, yeah, just give us whatever you want? It's like, you paid 130 million for me. You're giving me the top whack. Yeah, it's 78. It just my worry is, I think it's a pretty mint question from Peter, as always. But it's just the bits that don't matter about the actual game. It's not his decision making or his shot stopping. Or I get over that. He's like, made a couple of mistakes or whatever. It's just his strength from corners and stuff, and like deliveries in and flapping a bit and like not being that strong. Being shit on ball, I can handle. They're all shit on ball. What's the sign here? A jet box. Oh, side netting. Of that, there's no doubt here. I'm letting flies in now. I'm going to have to do that thing where I close the door. Window, rather. All boxed up once Ecuador. I don't mind a bit of Germany, I can't help it. Seen somewhere that when Forest were struggling, Marinakis walked into the changing rooms and told the players that if they got relegated, he was rich enough to keep them at the club, and none of them would get transfers. That's gangster vibes in it, to be fair, Brett. It is, to be fair, Luke. Madness. Madness. Don't be getting stuck in. Is that right, is it? That'd be an Iceland vibe, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's... To be fair, I've not even thought about that with Rodri. I mean, Rodri were on about moving. They were on about moving well, not moving him on, but he apparently wanted out, didn't he? Oh, fucking hell, sorry, boys. Apparently, one adverse... I think he was on about moving to Real Madrid or something. But, I mean, there's no comparison, is there? With Rodri and Anderson, let's have it right. I'll go with that RPM, to be fair. I'll take that. There's a conspiracy theory that predicted last 6 out comes to the World Cup. I saw that Roger Slicker. I do my best, MVG, and you know it. Don't forget it. By skipping, you missed the whole Allen thing, but... I don't know what I've done with the Allen thing, but it came up fucking relentlessly, so... Apologies. They'll be stronger than bottom at league, all boxed up. Rod Wallace. Seth Johnson. They were the days. Rod Wallace were the days. I don't know about Seth Johnson. And if you don't know, you never knew, and you know it, and don't forget it, Lukey boy. Beast mode, nah. Fucking no mercy. Where were Kalina from? Used to do them fucking crazy eyes, didn't he? Italy. Bologna. That's where Bolognese is from. Oh, see, that's just a dive, is that? See, I think that's a dive. RPM out the park, dude. See, that's just a dive. It's just a crazy dive to me, that. Struggle with people not understanding how squads work and the value of benches just to write players off like Dan James. It's just ridiculous. Like, you can't, like, there's no use for them. It's fucking pathetic. I don't think Joe Peru, unfortunately, is much use. But I think to correlate that with Dan James is insane. Like, you know, if we're you know, hanging in there, and, like, we think we can catch somebody on break, you want somebody defensive to come on in a wide area, Dan James is your boy. Peru had enough chances this year, I believe, to sort of show himself to just nick 5 or 6 goals, and he didn't. So they've done it. Ecuador have done it. They've done it. Fair play to them. To be fair, James was injured most of the season. I don't know. Ming's, hopefully his hovel internet might have fallen away. I hate goodbyes. It was here, yeah. It was here. And then he's fucked off, hasn't he? I have Native American Indian ancestry, and I've predicted Mexico to win the last 5. We'll keep it real, AO. And you know it. It's a controversial comment of the day. Or 78 RPM. There's also an added. There's a need to go in there, because I think on nights out, like when you like gets about 2 in the morning, you think I'm more fucked than anybody else here, and you sort of see your opportunity even though you can't see much further, and you go, and you just fucking go. And it's like, I think he's just gone. I think he's had enough. Ming's had enough. Ming, one of the founding fathers, has had enough. Perry will come good, says Enar. Timestamp it. And you know it. Hey, get up. And you know it, Ginger Commander. Get up, my lad. Everybody go follow the Ginger Commander. If you don't know who the Ginger Commander is, you need to know. Sensational stuff. Sensational content. I watch often. The love's real, you know, for the Ginger Commander. And he's a devastating left winger, I simply must say. Seen it in the flesh. Seen it in the flesh. He's a boy. A year in the Prem will do the lad good, and Perry will either shine or fall. Shine on. Shine on. All boxed up. Jack knows what he said and what he meant, and you know it, and don't you forget it. I've forgot it, but don't worry about it. The poll agreed with me on Darlow originally. You sound like fucking imagine not being me. I think the chat will agree. 69% do say that we've wrote Perry off too early though. Perry's not technically gifted as Darlow. I don't know, 6.5 dozen other on ball. I think Perry's overrated. I don't think there's any doubt about that. He's only overrated by us. We signed him as this guy, and I don't think he's that guy. Schwally, 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 schwally. JackCity, Sarnie, Sandwich, Sarnie. JackCity, Sarnie, Sandwich, Sarnie, and you know it, Roger. Regards, Anderson. Price not determined by the market nor option, nor opinion. It matters only if the players thought it was a... Italy. I know, man. They were the days, now. Peri sauce. I think it's less likely now, isn't it, Richard Todd? If they're going up in the if they're top 3, they'll be surely it'd be Ecuador over Scotland. I don't really know how the top 3 thing works, to be fair, but oh no, Ginger. Oh, don't bring this into my zone, brother. Here I go again on my own. Fucking hell. Three hours in, 8 beers in, or whatever it is. Lost for words, brother. Lost for fucking words. Oh. Don't apologise for Allengate. Funniest thing this year. Funnier than Tasmanian devil walking in Tasman and pissing on the fruit and veg section. You stay away from my fruit and veg section, 78 RPM. I know. It's done my brother's sweepstake no good. How long did that take you to type that out all boxed up? Ivory Coast, much easier. I know. It's a mad do, innit? Mad do. What, the reggae sauce? Not the Jamaican fellas, Peter White. A Command and Conquer dedicated channel, and you know it, MVG. It's beast. Beast game. It's pleasant. I put it on when I'm driving. I'm not even watching I'm just listening. I love it. Oh, Brett, dude, fear not. The Ginger Commander is not here to hijack, believe me. His battles are elsewhere. Oh, love it, MVG. I watch it now through I don't want to reveal his name. The people that know. But I'll just reveal his name. But I watch it. I play it through Lloydie Boy now. I don't play it anymore. I haven't played it for years, to be fair, but I never really played it. I just watched my brothers play it. They won't let me play it. And then when I did play it, I was shit, and then I preferred watching my brothers. I'm like a cook for watching games, because I was never allowed to play them, so I just watched my brothers play them. And then even like in later years, my mate, when he first got his flat when we were younger, he was like, "Do you want to have a go?" I'm like, "Nah, I just watch you." I actually like watching games. So through the Ginger Commander, I just listen. And now I don't even watch, I just listen. Let's face it, Jack Leeds bought 4 pups, runt up litter. Were you just... 10 minutes ago, you were an advocate for them all, Roger Slick, you mad bastard. I know Andy Jones, Andy. So nice to named him twice and you know it. Get up, Peter White. Appreciate you, brother. Bit of reggae sauce. Right, boys, I'm out of here. I'm off for a piss on lid. And I'm off to go lay down, take this t-shirt off, because although it's dried up a bit from the initial heat, now I know nobody wants me to talk about my sweaty vibes, but by Christ, it was fucking warm earlier. And you know it, MVG. We appreciate you, MVG. Appreciate you, Brett. Appreciate you, Richard Todd. I'll remind you of it, my man. Cheers, Peter White. Thank you very much, Julian Airy, Early Doors, for the super chat. You're a legend. Roger Slick. You stay loose. Enar in the wings, and you know it. I've had loads in tonight. Honestly, I appreciate every which one he is. You well know. I might do. I won't promise it. If I say I might, yes, Lukey boy. If I don't promise it, I might do a quick ship vid tomorrow. I'm hoping when the quick ship vids land again, you'll be like, oh my God, he's back, baby. I'm joking. I joke. I kid. There's been too many into name, and mainly because I'm busting for a piss. Dale, welcome. Last minute as well. Appreciate you, man. But shout out to every which one of the boys. Legendary, all boxed up. Dale, Luke, Enar in the wings, Roger, Peter White, Legendary MVG, 78 RPM, Andy Jones, Andy, Peter White, my man Brett, Ming, who I think's fucked off, but Richard Todd, all boxed up, and you know it, don't forget it. The Ginger Commander gets another one. Roger Slick, Enar in the wings. Gonna bust. That sounds sexual, doesn't it, when you're gonna bust? But we appreciate every which one. Hey, my man, smash a like on your way out. Blah! Love you, boys. Honestly, I'd even vote yes myself that we've wrote Perry off too early. Take it easy, everybody. Appreciate you all. In a bit, dog shittle. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.